So you know, we had Jalen Milroe on earlier, and he was already in the quarterback meeting room breaking down film at 10 a.m. Central Time. So he's gonna be ready.
Hey, that's that mental we're talking about. Michigan's not getting the edge mentally if that's what they're doing. That's all I'm saying.
Roman Harper,
it's pretty even.
Thank you, buddy. Merry Christmas to you and your family. We appreciate you so much squeezing us in on what is always a busy schedule week to week. So I hope you have the best holiday.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So you say bye? You say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
See you, buddy. He's like, nope, not at all.
This is the swaggiest 3-year-old guy wears a suit and tie every day.
I love it.
Like Michael Jackson's Beat It or Thriller. I can't remember. This is what he does. All right, guys. Y'all take it easy.
Thank you, Roman. Roman Harper every week brought to you by friends at MyBookie. Promo code's next round. Always remember next round with a promo code there, MyBookie. Right now, you get the initial deposit up to $1,000 at mybookie.ag, promo code next round. And play it right away. And you win once and it's yours forever. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, mybookie.ag, mybookie.ag. All right, as we approach the final moments of the show, a couple of things are going to happen tomorrow. You're going to have Florida State that ends up voting to start legal action, many think to leave the ACC. You're going to have people still watching a couple of big 5-star recruits, offensive tackle who did not sign with Colorado, and, of course, Ryan Williams, who's going to put off his signing with Alabama or Auburn or somewhere else, a 5-star wide receiver. So there's still some big players out there. And then we crank back bowl games up tonight. So the bowl games will be every day, except on NFL days, all the way through January 1st.
Okay,
Boca Bowl tonight.
Yeah, if you can give me the Boca Bowl, the head coach and the starting quarterback for Syracuse, I'll give you a $100 bill right now. Unless you've got it written down in front of you.
I do not have it. It's something I should have written down, and I could have walked away with it, but I do not have it. I know I like South Florida tonight a lot.
Nunzio Campanile is the interim coach, and the quarterback is Carlos Del Rio Wilson.
Wow. You could have written that down and told me that, and I wouldn't have believed you. And then we've got an announcement. By the way, Lance'sLock.com for all the plays. I don't know if he's playing the bowl game
We do
tonight.
have a bowl package guarantee. It starts actually today with the Boca Raton Bowl. We have to win from now till national championship. If we don't have a winning bowl season, you jump on board on this bowl package, guess what? You get a full refund.
All right, so there you go.
Lance'sLock.com.
Lance'sLock.com. Lance'sLock.com. It's the website we own, and we built it out for you, so go jump on that. Also, we will be covering the national championship game and going to and from Los Angeles and Pasadena. We will stop and do shows in Las Vegas. And you guys have been asking. We can tell you now where we're broadcasting from.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. Our friend Richard Holland has really worked hard behind the scenes, kicking it coolers. You've heard us talk about the Capri Sun for adults. It's basically what it is, pouch with vodka in it. It's fantastic. Great for all over the place. Good stocking stuffers, too. That's kicking it coolers. But he has got us set up. Resort World. I actually stayed there in May, and we're going to be broadcasting from the Doghouse Saloon Sportsbook right there in Resorts World.
So the Doghouse is where we'll be, right there at Resort World. It's got some great restaurants there, really spacious, brand new, really unique looking casino. I love it, and it infamously the place that on my trip out there, right when it was open. It was the first year it was open. I was 2-30 in that sports book for the NCAA.
So anybody
wins,
that's
30
coming
losses.
through, going to L.A., and they want to hang out with us, we just fade you at the casino, right?
You could fade me at the casino. My guys made a lot of money that year fading me at Resort World. The Doghouse is where we'll be
Play
on the
the
way.
Saints tonight for me, please.
You want me to?
Yeah.
I'll play the Saints.
You got a parlay tonight?
I will make it a parlay.
He'll have a parlay.
I'll make it a parlay. Some of us are back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Time. It'll be a unique show. I do not know what will be in it, but we will get you through 3 hours of fun and laughter, Little T and me, tomorrow. Until next time, God bless you and God bless America.
Want more of The Next Round? Download the app or visit nextroundlive.com for the latest podcast. The Mystery Fifth Hour, our Not For All Ages podcast, The Last Call, and the entire Double Down Media podcast family. All at nextroundlive.com and on the Next Round app.
Follow The Next Round on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Next Round Live. Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown, and Rockstar. Live from the Birmingham Racecourse Casino Studios, The Next Round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
3 hours live on a Friday, our last show before Christmas. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to all of you. What an honor to be here with Little T today. Taylor Korn sitting center stage in Lance's big chair. Welcome into the studio. You're in here often.
I am.
Yeah, including the most important part of the year so far when you came in and did 9 minutes of mean tweets. The most talked about segment of the year so far after the Auburn basketball game.
That was a fun one. That was a fun one.
It was a fun one. We're going to have fun over the next 3 hours. It won't be the same exact show we do all the time. Some people may think it's better when it's all said and done, but we're going to have fun. LT and Brownie are off today. So too is Rockstar and Lunsford. Everybody else is here. Tyler is playing the role of Rockstar in Lunsford. And can I get Forrester's microphone and camera? Let's hear it. Can we get a little Forrester mic back there? Forrester, how are you doing today, man?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
It's going great.
What a treat.
Can we pump his volume up a little bit there? There we go. What you got, Forrester?
Hey, everybody.
Okay, so Forrester's back there. It's a little helium. We'll keep you updated on all the breaking news throughout the day as well. That includes the Florida State Board of Trustees that are about to start meeting now. Little T, do you think Florida State's in the ACC 5 years from now?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know where they land, but I mean, especially after, I wouldn't, if I was an ACC team that is not Florida State, I would be like, kind of screw these guys after everything that's happened over the past few weeks and trying to leave.
And they've got the Board of Trustees meetings that's happening right now. They'll do a call to order. They'll make some public comments. It's a virtual Zoom thing, so nobody had to leave their Christmas decoration for this emergency thing.
Thank God.
And then they'll do new business, and that is listed as legal matters related to the Department of Intercollegiate Athletics, which everyone is saying is basically going to be them legally starting the exit process of leaving the ACC. Now, just recently, the Pac-12 died when everybody left. The SEC sent a big blow to the Big 12. The Big 10's the one that finally killed the Pac-12. I don't know where Florida State's going to go. If you had to guess today, SEC or Big 10? Right now, there's no invitation for them. Do you think they end up SEC or Big 10? I've got a thought.
I don't see them as an SEC team. I mean, if you wanted that to happen, would you not go ahead and done that when you're already adding 2 teams next year? I mean, I don't know, but
years ago, in fact, Little T, and you know this, in 1992, before they were expanding, Florida State was one of the teams that the SEC was interested in. And Bobby Bowden, who was, Florida State was on top of the world back then. Bobby Bowden said no to even going down the road of discussing joining the Southeastern Conference.
Regrets now.
They chose the ACC. And you know me, I hold grudges.
Yeah. That list in your top right drawer.
I would never go back to Florida State. I would never go back to them. And Zach's right. Florida State used to play a lot of SEC teams. And I used to love the Florida State-Auburn game when they would play each other. They had some classic games.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know where they end up, but I was going to say geographically, but screw geographically now. That's not out of the picture for them Big Ten wise, but I don't know.
Bobby Bowden did say, Blake, as Blake says in the chat room, Bobby Bowden did say he regrets that they should have been in the SEC and not the ACC.
They probably would have been in the playoffs.
They'd have been in the playoffs this year for sure. So we'll keep you updated if an official announcement. There's a good chance they have this meeting and then they don't do an official announcement today, but we'll keep you updated on that. We'll jump into what went on last night. I just in the chat room real quickly, how many of you think LT would have made it in here today, even if he was supposed to be here today? Because it was a big Rams win last night. It was a virtual playoff game. More on that in just a second. Show being brought to you by a couple of our great sponsors today. That includes our friends at Coca-Cola. Time's running out to help feed the needy this year, and with our friends at the Central Food Bank of Central Alabama and our friends at Piggly Wiggly and Coca-Cola. With your donation, Piggly Wiggly and Coca-Cola will provide a prepackaged holiday meal through the Community Food Bank of Central Alabama. Look to make your donation of $1, $5, or $10 today, tomorrow, or whenever at the register at the local Piggly Wiggly. And you can visit thepigbeham.com or mypigglywiggly.com for the location nearest you. Enjoy the real magic of the season with our friends at Piggly Wiggly and also at Coca-Cola. And also quickly, guys, this time of year, it's always good to be thinking about 2024 and staying healthy. Our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama want to remind you that early detection is so important, whether it's through prostate health or kidney stones or anything in between. UCA, Urology Centers of Alabama, can help you out. 35 urologists on hand, 16 locations across Alabama. They treat all your urological needs. Visit urologycentersalabama.com, urologycentersalabama.com to schedule an appointment. All right, little thing you don't know about Taylor Corn is that she is a big fan of mybookie.ag, right?
I am.
You would say that you have fun playing the games.
I do. I found the blackjack table a few weekends ago.
I didn't even know this existed.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a blackjack. You're able to play blackjack at mybookie.ag?
You are.
Oh, are you good at blackjack?
I love blackjack. I love blackjack. When we would have casino, like, I guess, date parties at Auburn, that's where I found my love for blackjack. That's the only game I know how to play. But
so sorority fraternity parties at Auburn, occasionally it would be casino night.
Yes.
And you guys would get dressed up and you would go to your Vegas-style casino at Auburn.
Yep.
And you would grab a cocktail.
Yep.
And go over to the blackjack table.
I would. And I would sit there all night.
Date be damned.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
honey, get me another drink.
Yeah. I'm like, give me some more chips.
So do you know the rules? Like always hit on, don't hit on, like, you know those rules? Because I don't. I always have to sit in the middle of the table, and I'm the guy, if somebody's not helping me, that people at the end of the table scream at, because I will sometimes feel like, well, it's 17, but maybe I'll get a 4.
Yeah.
But when I'm playing for real in Vegas, my buddies are like, no, don't take a hit. Don't take a hit.
I ask for advice a lot, and I'm told a lot of times, like, you got to think for yourself, like, you got to do it on your own. But it's the 15-6 like that. No, I'm not by any means good. I wouldn't say I've gotten lucky, but I don't know the I guess statistics behind all of that stuff. But I love it. I have fun.
That's soft 18 versus the 10. Do you hit yes or no? Is what Matthew is saying. Stand on 17 in blackjack. I don't know the rules. I know they have to what? The dealer has to stand on 17. Like if they're 17 or higher, they can't take a card, right? They're there. So you sort of play your cards off of that. You don't know any of this when you're at casino night?
No. I know like the general rules, but
right.
I don't know the statistics behind, if you've got this or that, this is what you're supposed to do.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
The dealer has got a card down and a 7 up or 6 up.
Yeah.
And you've got 13. Do you hit or not hit?
I hit.
You hit?
Because I was told that you should always, the dealer, you should always think that their second card is a 10. Or that's what I was told. Like, always just assume that, because that's,
Right, but in this case, 6 and you assume it's a 10.
Yeah.
That's 16. They've got it hit, I think.
Yeah.
So they're likely to bust. So you would hold with your 13, I think, right?
No. Because if it's, no, I don't know. I mean, yeah. I would hit.
I think you and I at a blackjack table in Vegas would get yelled at.
Yeah.
By big white man with a cigar down at the end.
Yeah.
What are you kids doing down there? It would be crazy.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good, but I mean, we'd probably have a good time.
Did you have a parlay last night in any of the games?
I had one 7-leg parlay.
17 parlay. Was it in basketball, football combination?
NFL player props.
NFL player props. How'd you do?
I felt really good about it going into the fourth quarter.
Sounds like a loser.
It was. I 5 of them hit and 2 of them did not. But I mean, it was fun. Well, it was fun while it was still alive. And I'll do it again tonight.
LT's Rams win last night, 30-22. I had the Rams in one of the parlays, despite what we said on the show. I told him I would play the Saints, but I didn't want him to know the landmine was on his back last night. Rams win it 30-22. It was a 30-7 lead. Even I started to sweat it out a little bit, like, oh my goodness, the Saints are going to come back and LT's going to hate me forever. But the Rams have now won 5 of 6. It was a huge game for LT's Rams because now they've got a 72% chance of making the playoffs. Giants are up next for them. And what really is crazy, did you have Puka as one of your player props last night? Wide receiver, Rams?
I don't even honestly remember what I had, but I'm about to find out.
He had 164 receiving yards. He's 146 yards away from setting a rookie record. He beat the Saints, which helped out my Buccaneers. Opens up a little room if the Bucs win this weekend to possibly clinch a shot in the playoffs. And, Chris, you're right. The landmine has nothing to do with Dennis Allen. He's incompetent. It's going to be one of the first firings when the season's over with. Maybe before then. The Saints will part ways with Dennis Allen, and they'll move in a different direction, I guess, unless he comes back and saves the playoffs here. But LT was having a good time last night, and his team got the big-time win. Huge weekend of the NFL, which includes 3 games coming up Monday on Christmas Day, and then a whole host of games happening on Saturday and Sunday. So it should be a fun weekend. So you play player props, is what you're saying.
Yes.
I don't even know where that is on the website.
Okay, so I didn't either. I had to look it up, how to find them.
How to find
because
player
I started reading about them, and I was like, this is fun. And it gets me more engaged in the games because a lot of, I don't care too much about the NBA, and that gets me interested in the games, especially once college football comes to an end.
So you do NBA player props too?
Yes, I do it all.
Wow.
I'm not very good at it, but
Forster, it sounds like this is when we put up, if you've got a gambling problem, call this number, right? We always remind you to gamble for fun and have a good time with it, but never try to do it for a living there. That's hilarious. So that was the NFL game last night. Zach said good call by Dunaway on USF, and I mentioned that on the show yesterday. That was my favorite play this bowl season, was USF beating Syracuse. And I don't know if we were getting points or giving points, but it was a small number last night. It feels like we were getting points.
I might have it.
But I took USF. I think we were getting 3 last night. And I played the money line. I didn't even look at that because I was like, USF is going to win this game. I didn't think they'd win it 45-0 against Syracuse, who had quarterback problems, team problems, and USF got a big win. So since we're on a heater, I've got a proposition for you. If we can get Brownie's camera, Forrester, if you see right below the microphone there, can you hold it up real quick, Little T?
I can.
Little T is going to hold it up. This is what we like to call the mybookie.ag promo code next round, Little T and JD challenge. We've got 7 bowl games between today and this weekend. And throughout the show, Little T, I would like us to walk over, circle the game, and I'll give you first pick, the one you like the most, and then I'll pick, you pick, I'll pick. And we'll just do it throughout the show whenever you feel confident about a pick. And whoever's got the best record, we need to come up with a wager.
Okay.
When it's all said and done. So think about the wager.
Okay.
And I'd love suggestions in the chat room, too. Like, what could the loser buy the winner when it's all said and done?
Okay. This is what I wanted to do for the Auburn, or we still can, the Auburn-Alabama basketball games. There's 2. And, I mean, obviously we're not picking, but you can go with your home team. I'll go with mine, and we just see what happens. But
wait, on Auburn and Alabama basketball?
Yeah, just for fun.
Are you talking about 8-2 Auburn and 6-5 Alabama? You want me to risk? And the SEC never lets Alabama play a home home weekend game against Auburn. It's always a weekday game.
Well, good thing it's 40 minutes away.
And Alabama always has to go to Auburn on a Saturday.
Is that how it is this year?
I think so. I think it always is.
Well,
the SEC's so in bed with Auburn.
If you,
I'm just saying things that Auburn fans usually say about Alabama.
Like, Dunaway woke up this morning and was like, let me say everything I can to piss this girl off. I actually proposed this before the basketball season started on Twitter. I think that I can probably go back and find it at some point.
Yeah.
But
you're getting away from the football. The basketball will come.
Okay,
I have confidence Nate's going to turn it around.
Okay.
He's going to turn it around. I mean, it's a tough-ass schedule Alabama's played.
Yeah.
They just played 3 top 10 AP teams right here. They were really tough.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't sit here and guarantee me that Auburn's better than Alabama in basketball right now.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm not going to guarantee anything, but.
But you think they are?
No. I mean, I don't know.
You think they are?
I think Auburn has looked good the past few games. Yes, I did not watch Alabama's 12 o'clock tip game the other night.
One thing I've learned from LT over the years is that if he presents a bet to me, usually that means he likes that bet. And here you are coming in. I'm talking about this football challenge for this show today, and you're like, oh, let's do Auburn and Alabama basketball. It sounds like you're setting me up.
No, I'm gonna find my tweet.
Okay.
Because it was before. I think it was. I'll do that during a break.
I'm not scared. I will never back away from an Alabama-Auburn bet.
Okay. I'm not scared either.
Okay. See, there's the confidence. All right. Basketball today, Auburn playing Alabama State. Any excitement about that?
Wait, I just started reading this and it made me laugh. Can you please? Chris, Dunaway wins. He gets to pick my honeymoon spot. I win. You go shirtless for one segment for a segment, but
wait,
you already want to do that. Someone was talking, they're giving suggestions.
Okay, what are some suggestions?
This is the one that I was reading when I just completely missed what she said. I'm sorry. If you win, you get to pick where I go on my honeymoon. I'm not getting married soon, so that wouldn't be like instant gratification of something funny. And if I win, you have to go shirtless for one segment. But I thought you were already planning on doing that this year or in 2024.
2024, I plan on doing at least posting a picture. Letting you post a picture of me shirtless.
But the thing is when I get sent pictures, I'm going to expose you a little bit here. And this was last year at the Floribama. They were doing a great job sending me photos. Dunaway sends me 2 pictures before the show, and I was like, thank you so much. So I tweet it, and then he texts me, and he's like, you really post the one that I look worse in? And I was like, Dunaway, you sent me 2 pictures. If you didn't want it posted, you shouldn't have sent it because that's my job.
Yeah.
Is to post pictures of you on social media.
Yeah, but I look better straight on than I do sideways.
Noted.
Profile, you get a little bit of the, what do you like to call it, gut? Not
in 2024.
Always go straight on.
Football
last night, USF wins. We've got football tonight, but first basketball. Alabama State and Auburn playing today at Neville Arena, so they're back there. Should be an easy win for Auburn. Really exciting day down at Bartow Arena. Afternoon basketball, 2 o'clock at Bartow. Thank you, Chris. Curvature's a better one. I'm a little curvature, not in the places I want to be. UAB and Andy Kennedy's team, they're 6-5, just like Alabama is. And they play an 11-1 Drake team. And when we do our bracket challenge up here at the end of the year, I'm telling you, remember the name Drake. If they're in the tournament, they may get a win. They may get out of the first weekend. They are that good of a basketball team. UAB gets them today. Brody says UAB's been very underwhelming. The parts are not fitting together yet. But today could be the day that they get a big win. 2 o'clock Bartow Arena, if you want to go down there and catch some good basketball. And then tomorrow we've got the Birmingham Bowl in town. Remember, BirminghamBowl.com. All you Troy folks, they need you down at the Birmingham Bowl tomorrow to cheer them on against Duke. BirminghamBowl.com for tickets there. And that's one of the games on the board that we may pick coming up here a little bit later on. Brownie and I, with little T here, we sent out some videos that you can get on our platform, right? Where can we get those videos?
You can find them on Twitter and you can find them on Facebook. And the second one went out last night. So I think the first one was from Tuesday, so you might have to scroll a little bit for that one.
Right.
But yours went out last night. Dunaway talked about Troy, and Brown covered a little bit of Duke.
Yep, and a little profile in the video we shot. So It's not. Hopefully, my stomach didn't get in the way of the screen. It worked out okay.
Hey, if it did, that's not my fault because we were working with a tripod, so
Nothing
the
we can do
angles
there.
are not my fault.
Football tonight includes Georgia Tech and UCF. Gus Malzahn's team. Here's your Gus Malzahn fact of the day. National Signing Day earlier this week. Do you think Gus Malzahn's a good recruiter or no? Former Auburn student.
Better than Brian Harsin, yeah.
Touche. Gus Malzahn had 8 blue chip 4- or 5-star recruits this year at UCF in his signing class. The next closest team in the Big 12 had 4. So of all the Big 12 recruiting classes, more blue chippers for Gus Malzahn and UCF. So the new look UCF and the new look Big 12 may be something that Gus Malzahn really likes. We're going to have some fun with Christmas gifts from yesteryear or pictures from yesteryear. Everybody's here today. We're going to share a little Christmas pass. We'd love you guys to send that. Chris H. says $572 million for FSU to leave the ACC is what's coming out of this meeting. That is a little bit more than the Dodgers are paying in their free agency. A little less than what the Dodgers are paying in their free agency these days.
So what's the benefit? How long would it take for them to...
Well, they're tied, the grants of rights. We'll find out what's happening right now at Florida State, but I'll give you the details. But as Brett McMurphy is pointing out, the legal counsel is saying the Seminoles to withdraw from the ACC would cost them $572 million to do that.
So what? I guess they're just miserable. They just want out that bad.
Yeah, that is too much money at that point, right? We've seen a coach get paid $77 million to not work this year. But when you're talking about $572 million for the ACC.
Without a landing spot.
Yeah.
Right now, at least.
Yeah, with no landing spot. Gus can have the number 1 class and still go 8-4, 7-5 over 4 years. That's back to his days at Auburn where he always lost 4 games every year. His UCF team is playing tonight against Georgia Tech, a couple of 6-6 teams. A little underwhelming year, I believe, for Gus down at Central Florida, but they'll try to end it with a bowl win tonight. We'll talk more about what's going on at Florida State and share a little Christmas cheer with you as we move on today. The show being brought to you in part today by our friends at Hydra Live. You got some Hydra Live over there to tell us about, don't you?
I do. IV therapy, B12 injections, all under one roof, open 7 days a week in Hoover, Greystone, and Homewood. And there's a new location at the corner of 119 and Douglas Baker Boulevard. You can boost your immune system with Hydra Live, and if you can't make it there, a nurse will come to you.
Oh, Lance, is that you? Is that you, Lance? You sounded just like him there.
Oh, I'm missing a very, very crucial part of this. Mention next round at checkout, and you will save 20%. Get hydrated for Christmas. No one wants to be hungover Christmas morning.
That's a call to action. Very important as you do these reads today. Also by our friends at the Pants Store, pantstore.com. Will you get some Auburn gear under the tree, you think?
I hope so. I hope so.
You hope so?
Yeah, I'm always in the market for some more Auburn. That's what I wear every day, basically.
One of the pictures we'll see from Forrester later on, if it's the one I saw last night, has a little Auburn gear on. You can get your Auburn gear at the Pants Store, but for you Bama fans who are back in the playoffs, getting ready to go west next week, the Pants Store has all your Bama needs. You can choose from the polos, the quarter zips, the hats, the sweatshirts, and all your Bama accessories. Ladies and kids, too, on your game day gear. And remember, today, tomorrow, you got free gift wrapping and free alteration. So get by there. 6 locations in Leeds, Hoover, Crestline, Tuscaloosa, Huntsville, and Auburn. It's all at the Pants Store, pantstore.com, pantstore.com. Some Christmas memories and a little more of what's going on down in Tallahassee when we come back next right here on TNR.
Subscribe and set alerts at Disrupt the Media on YouTube.
A legendary coach once said, "It's not the will to win that matters, it's the will to prepare to win." Bryant bankers have the dedication and experience to put together a financial game plan that's right for you. Stop by one of the 7 Central Alabama locations today or give them a call at 1-855-4-BRYANT to begin preparing for your financial future today. You'll find out what unbeatable service and legendary results are all about. Bryant Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Let's face it, a home is one of the most powerful assets you can have, and our friends at Mortgage Right want to help you build wealth through home ownership. Mortgage Right is all about providing competitive rates, a variety of loan products, and a multitude of resources for a seamless home buying experience. They treat their borrowers like family and are always looking to bring more happy homeowners under their roof. See more by visiting mortgageright.com/TNR today and start living. That's mortgageright.com/TNR. NMLS 2239, Equal Housing Lender.
Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? It's too bad you can't taste it with your ears because this Coke Zero Sugar is really amazing. You'll have to take a taste for yourself. Coke Zero Sugar. Best Coke ever?
Stop by the New York Butcher Shop and pick up the finest in certified Angus prime beef steaks and burgers, premium pork chops, ribs, and all-natural chicken cut to order just for you. Their chef-prepared entrees and side dishes are the perfect dinner-to-go choice for your family and are ready to heat at home. With a great selection of fine wines and desserts, the New York Butcher Shop is your one-stop dinner shop. 2 locations to serve you, Cahaba Heights and on Highway 119 in Greystone. The New York Butcher Shop. Rare quality, well-done service.
It's time to start thinking about employee holiday gifts. Consider getting your hardworking guys a pair of Red Wing boots. Each day your employees are on the job site helping your company succeed, so reward them with comfort at its best. The Red Wing mobile shoe truck can visit your shop and fit your employees with a great selection of boots. Or Red Wing gift cards can be purchased at your local Red Wing store, available in all amounts. Whichever program you choose, your employees will appreciate the quality service and selection from Red Wing shoes, and they'll also be thankful they have such a great boss. Reward your employees this holiday season with Red Wing shoes. Storm season is here. Make sure you have a plan of action in place right now. Greg from Pell City and Storm Restoration Roofing should be your first call when storms hit. Insurance companies love working with Storm Restoration Roofing because of Greg Nelson's name and reputation in the industry. When storms hit, call Greg Nelson. He's local, 205-542-3531. He's the home of the free no-cost roof inspection. Greg from Pell City on Facebook, 205-542-3531. It's Storm Restoration Roofing.
Start your day online with our website, nextroundlive.com, for the latest videos, podcasts, and college football stories. It's also a great way to stream the show or shop in the Next Round store. Stay connected by visiting nextroundlive.com.
Some crazy details coming out of the Florida State meeting. More on them in just a second. Rob pointing out that Ja Morant, Grizzlies, now 2-0 with another win. Go check out our Terion Arnold interview where he said his favorite NBA player is LeBron James. And I was like, the one he would pay the most to go see. And I was like, not Ja Morant? And he's like, did you see what LeBron did last night? And I was like, did you see what Ja did 2 nights ago? And he did it again last night. That kid, he's the one athlete right now. I've seen LeBron play a couple of times, so if you've never seen LeBron, I understand. What one athlete would you pay to go see? Any sport, anywhere. For me, Ja Morant would be one of them now. Probably Ohtani, number 1, Ja Morant, 2.
That's hard.
I will not accept Walker White as starting quarterback at Auburn.
I mean, like, I don't get super fired up about anything but Auburn stuff. So
really, there's...
I mean, not really. There's probably someone if I really think about it, but...
So if Tiger Woods was in the lead final day at the Masters this year, knowing it'll probably be his last one ever...
No, I don't...
You wouldn't want to be there.
I mean, I don't really... Your golf is so cool. Last time I went to a golf tournament, I got shushed a lot. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if this is the place for me. I don't know.
Forrester, you would go where? Where would you go?
Prime time, Bo Jackson in his prime.
You want to go?
I never got to see that. So yeah.
Back to Bo Jackson in his prime.
Yep, 100%. Best athlete that ever lived.
I actually would go big match at Wimbledon. Ryan, Steph Curry right now. You know, days are winding down with Steph. I mean, he's near the end. I think he's like, is he 33, 34, 35?
Let's see.
Patrick would go back to Deion Sanders with the Cowboys those days. Boy, Deion had a bad recruiting day, but he's going to do it in the portal, I assume.
He's 35, yeah.
35, so he's coming near the end as well.
I would probably like to see. I'm not dying to go back in time to see Deion play, but I feel like he would be entertaining as he is now. I'm sure that would be a good
Have you ever
a good show.
You should go back on YouTube and pull up some of his NFL highlights.
I've seen like random Twitter. It was probably when he got hired at Colorado, but I've seen random Twitter videos, but I've never really paid a ton of attention to. I just care a lot about Auburn, and I think that's where all my energy goes.
It's 100%. Tyler, where would you go? What would you do?
I want to see Messi play. He's not exactly in his prime anymore, but I'd still like to go down to Miami and see him play in the MLS.
Landmine believer.
That's doable.
Says, I'd like to see Lance drink in his prime.
I feel like he's still in his prime.
He's like Tom Brady leading the Buccaneers to a Super Bowl and leading the league in passing. We never said the number on the air, but he was telling the Floribama people last week when we were down there what his final number was that day.
Oh, I was getting updates, and probably about halfway through it, I was like, tell him to stop. Please tell him to stop.
Yeah.
This is not, I think he won whatever the bet was.
Oh, it wasn't even close.
Wasn't it? It was something about Jalen Milroe?
It was about the number of pass completions for Alabama in the opener against Middle Tennessee.
Okay.
And I think he doubled the pass completions.
Yeah, probably so. I don't know what the pass completions were, but
he doubled the pass completions while drinking singles. I'd pay to go see Larry Bird in his prime. Patrick says Michael Jordan too in the 90s. I was blessed to see Jordan play Larry Bird. And I'm a chronic rule follower. My wife in a sermon called me the hall monitor of earth because I follow rules and I like everybody else to follow rules.
Right.
Unless we're having a really good time, then it's okay to break rules. But just in society, I like rule following.
Is 2024, Jim, going to be a hall monitor?
No, rule breaker in 2024.
Let's go.
Yeah, no rules. No rules in 2024. But one of my great moments in the early 90s in Chicago on a business trip, I was outside Chicago Stadium. Celtics and Bulls were playing. Larry Bird, Celtics, Michael Jordan, Bulls, obviously sold out. And a guy saw me trying to find tickets, and me and a buddy, and he poked his head out our door and said, "You guys trying to get in?" And I was like, "Yeah, you got tickets?" And he's like, "Give me $10 each, $10 each, and I'll get you in." So we gave him $10. Tickets were going in the hundreds, and this was the early 90s. And we walked through a half door, like not even a full door. It was a half door into the underground part of old Chicago Stadium, up a dark stairway that literally had like a swinging naked light bulb. I was like, this guy's gonna
yeah,
stab.
This is not the game.
He's gonna stab us. And then he opened a door, and there's everybody walking to their seats, and he says, "Okay, you guys are in. Standing room only is on the mezzanine if you want to get up there." And for $10 each, we got in to see Bird versus Jordan. Yeah, and we got in time to hear, and now the starting lineups for your Chicago Bulls. It was really fun. Our friends at Michelson Laser Vision can change your 2024. Michelson Laser Vision, conveniently located right there at UAB Highlands on the campus of the University of Alabama in Birmingham Medical Center. They offer all their eye exams, consultations for vision correction surgery such as LASIK. It's all right there. You know, Dr. Mark Michelson's been doing this since 1989. He was part of a group of 5 that started the laser vision research and development in the United States. So this guy literally invented laser surgery as we know it today. So he's one of the best in the business. He's been doing it all these years right here in Birmingham, Alabama. You can go to the best of the best, Michelson Laser Vision. All you have to do is go online to michelsonlaservision.com, michelsonlaservision.com, and get more details. Sign up for an appointment. Make sure you tell them you heard about it here on the next round, and they will take care of you with the LASIK, lens implants, and everything they have going on in 2024. Great family operation with our friends at Michelson Laser Vision. And also our friends at MyBookie. We're going to talk about our picks here in a second. MyBookie.ag, promo code next round. What can you tell us about there at MyBookie? Or as I like to call it, your home screen on your computer.
It is. It actually, if I go to Safari and click to start typing, that's the it's like the automatic. I know where you're going.
Soon you put an M in, it's like, oh, MyBookie. We'll go ahead and go there
Here
for
we
you.
go.
Yeah.
Make an initial deposit at mybookie.ag, and they will match that deposit up to $1,000. Play it right away, win once, and it is yours forever. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with mybookie.ag. Promo code next round.
Promo code next round. Thank you, Little T there. Again, LT and Brownie off today. So too is Rockstar in Lunsford. It is Forrester, Tyler, me, and Little T today with you as we roll on this last show before Christmas. Christmas, of course, Monday. We're back with you on Tuesday. So let's share a little bit of our Christmas cheer, and then we'll get back into what's going on at Tallahassee. I'll go first today, and we'll let you and the other guys follow up in the next few segments. But I wanted to share with you guys my 5 favorite Christmas gifts as a kid. And you told me that you barely could remember some of yours, right?
Yeah, I don't really remember what I got as a kid. Or, I mean, I remember getting a trampoline.
Did you like the trampoline?
Yes, I loved it. I think a tornado broke it. That big one.
As tornadoes tend to do.
Yeah, but it was fun up until that point. Yeah, we used that thing a lot. But I don't have...
When's the last year you had the trampoline?
What year? I think middle school. It was the tornado in 2013.
This is one of those awkward moments. My last trampoline. That's how I learned how to kiss. Was on a trampoline.
What? Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, I was
like.
I'd had a bad kissing experience in the library, 6th grade at school.
Yeah, please elaborate.
6th grade at school, we were playing Spin the Pencil in the library, and I had to kiss a girl and didn't know how to kiss, and didn't go well. Everybody made fun of me. My friend...
the librarian?
No, my friend Rebel was her name.
Okay, Rebel Wilson?
Nope, but close. And we, on the way home, a school bus got off, and she said, come over after you get a snack or something. And and I went over there. We used to lay her on her trampoline, and she taught me how to kiss.
What a good friend.
Yeah, what a great trampoline story. Loved it. Never been on one since. Craziness. But here are my 5 favorite Christmas toys. Did I give them to you in order? Yeah. Okay, first of all, this is little Jim. I think I'm 4 here. So this is 4. The first year I got the electric football field. And if you don't know what this is the little pieces would vibrate. The board would vibrate with electricity. And it would move the men. And that's how you played the game. And basically it was like touch football. So if you're a little man and the other team touches him, you're down, right? So that's how you played little football. So let's run through this. The next picture, Forrester. So this is my number 1 gift all time. And I got this every year from age 4 until 16.
Do you still have one?
I have don't have the vibrating board, but I've got all my teams. I have the entire NFC. I think it's the NFC. Yeah, the entire NFC.
Like you have the players?
Every team of the NFC plus the Pittsburgh Steelers and I think one the Houston Oilers. I have the Steelers, the Oilers, and every NFC team, and I still have them.
But where's the board?
The board, it would break or bend or stop.
You get pissed off and
I would get pissed off.
Snap in half.
Truthfully, some years I would take Pledge and spray it on there and play a snow game because it would make a little foam, and I'd play a snow game, and eventually I think that would shorten it out. But
probably so. Yeah. The stories that I've heard about your childhood this morning, you had an incredible imagination. I'll give you that.
I did. When you had only imaginary friends.
Stop. I keep telling him to stop talking to me about this because it makes me very upset.
Okay, another one of my electric field. I got this one time. I think I was 5 or 6. The Easy Bake Oven.
Okay, I think I had one of those. I don't remember it looking like that though.
Not a proud day for my dad when I asked Santa for the Easy Bake Oven, but I wanted it because of why?
To make brownies?
To make those little brownies.
Yeah. But that, yeah, your dad probably didn't want, like, did you get an apron with it? Like, what?
I got that. It came with my electric football field, too.
Jeffrey said that explains a lot.
It does. 1 year, I got the Easy Bake Oven, and you run out of the little mix pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then you try
it makes like one half a brownie, and
Yeah.
you and your siblings are fighting over it.
And it would, basically, it was a light bulb that heated it.
Yeah, how does it cook, actually?
It was a light bulb. Now it made, so I don't even know what I was eating, but a light bulb would make it rise and cook.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Jimmy Housewife.
So then you ended up trying to use normal batter and stuff, and it never would. The light bulb amazingly would not cook.
It's not genetically modified to cook under a light bulb.
This was my first electric toy ever as far as sports. This was electronic football, and I remember playing this on our baseball trips, starting in 1980, 81, somewhere around there. It's not turned on, little T. Now, this was an exciting game. All this was a red dash. It was a little red, like a hyphen.
Yeah.
And the other team was hyphens as well. And you would move with those arrows there. You had 4 levels to move it up and forward without getting touched by the other hyphens. And not just one trip down the field, you had to keep doing it, not getting touched, until eventually the game would start making some sound like you've scored a touchdown. It would start, and that was a touchdown. That's all that video game did.
So it's not like you get into the end zone and it's a touchdown. They're like, psych, keep going.
You have to keep going over and over and over and over and over. And finally it'd be like, touchdown, yes.
So it was basically just glitching.
Yeah, so Madden was really amazing when that first came out in EA Sports. That was my first game. And is this the last one?
I remember that thing.
You remember this? This is Rock'em Sock'em Robots. And as I told you, sadly, I had to play both handles because I didn't have a friend.
Like this makes me upset. And if my mom's listening right now, she's probably crying. This stuff makes her very sad too.
And eventually you would land a punch right under the chin, and the head would go, it would pop up, meaning you have won.
So you won every time.
Yeah, because I was both guys.
Well, he lost every time too.
Yeah, that's
Not in
true.
my head. Not in my head. And then the last one was probably the one I had the most fun with, the Nerf basketball goal. And I was explaining to Little T earlier. I had one on each end of the room, and I had my own league.
It's so sad, y'all.
The National Basketball League. And I remember some of the franchise names. The Southern California Sun, the Montana Sky, the
Florida Ocean.
No, it was the Chattanooga Express. We were the Birmingham Vulcans, the New York Empire. There were a few others.
Okay, I said earlier that he played how many he had 8, or was this in the NFL? Or no, you didn't have NFL. College football, he played every single regular season game for both teams, like every game that they would have played. And he was broadcasting the game too, all at the same time.
Yes. And doing the cheers.
And wait, what's the cheer? What was your team name? University of Southern Central Alabama.
Yeah. U.S.
CA.
U.S.
CA.
I hope you guys have a wonderful...
My mom! See, I told you. She said yes. Tears in my eyes. This stuff makes us sad, Dunaway.
I hope you guys... No, it's great childhood memories. We'll share some with Little T and Forrester and Tyler a little bit later on. Coca-Cola breaking news update involving a Southeastern Conference team. Right after I remind you that our friends at Coca-Cola are trying to help right now stock the food banks of Central Alabama with our friends at Piggly Wiggly. This holiday season, you can feed the families. I saw a stat today, 63% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. So it just takes one medical expense or catastrophe to put somebody in harm's way when it comes to just providing food for them and their families. And you can help out right now by donating at the register at your local Piggly Wiggly. The Pig and Coca-Cola will provide pre-packaged meals through the Community Food Bank of Central Alabama. Visit thepigbham.com, thepigbham.com, or mypigglywiggly.com for the location nearest you. You have that developing story going on with Florida State, and those numbers coming up momentarily, but also, and I mentioned this earlier this week, and a lot of people, including Ryan and LT, said there is no way that this guy is going to leave LSU and go back or go to Notre Dame. But Bruce Feldman is reporting that Mike Denbrock, the offensive coordinator at LSU, who laid it out for Jaden Daniels this year and had a great year, he has informed LSU that he is now returning to Notre Dame to be the offensive coordinator. Pete Sampson of The Athletic is the first to report this. Momentum was building for Denbrock yesterday. 2 days ago, I brought him up on the show, and most people thought you wouldn't leave LSU to go to Notre Dame because LSU has all these resources, and Notre Dame is building something, I guess, trying to get back to college football's elite. But this is a big story because this guy had just been offered, I think, a 3-year extension at LSU. He was the one coordinator LSU folks love. And Denbrock did a fantastic job with Jaden Daniels. Now he'll inherit Riley Leonard at Notre Dame. So Mike Denbrock is leaving LSU. Big LSU fan listens to us in Louisiana. Chris, look for Joe Sloan to get promoted to OC. Chris, I'd love your instant reaction on Denbrock leaving. Matt says Denbrock's from the Midwest. He loves Notre Dame. He never wanted to leave in 2016, but Jack Swarbrick told Kelly to make changes to the staff or he'd be fired after that 4-8 season. So Denbrock apparently is a Notre Dame guy through and through, and is going to go back there and try to help Marcus Freeman sort of set it straight up there. Chris, give me your reaction on the commercial break. Show being brought to you today in part by our friends at Odie's. Did you make it to Odie's this week?
I did not. I've had a week full of Christmas festivities, so I haven't, but
you go often.
I go often. It is a place that my friends and I frequent on the weekends. I love Odie's. Great chicken fingers.
Yeah, I was going to say chicken fingers with what?
Ranch, always.
Ranch dressing. Also home for trivia and live music is our friends at Odie's. And the show as well being brought to you by A+. You've got A+ over there.
I do.
At some point, you're going to own a home. You're
so,
renting
yes.
right now, right?
I am.
But when you own a home, who are you going to call to remodel your bathrooms?
A+. Tired of that old, outdated bath or shower. Brown was and Lance was, so they called Brad Bell with A+ Tile Home Remodeling. Brad came out, gave them an estimate, and this isn't one of those one-day bath remodel places. His estimate is actually less expensive and higher quality than those places. A completely redone bathroom with custom features and real tile, plus financing options are available, so stop looking at your old, ugly tile shower. Find A+ Tile Home Remodeling on Facebook to see some beautifully finished bathrooms, and call Brad today at 205-422-1758. That is his personal cell phone number, and you can get a direct line straight to Brad again at 205-422-1758. Brad and his team are now servicing Huntsville and Mobile as well. So make the call I made, Brad Bell at A+ Tile Home Remodeling.
By the way, Amy in the chat room, Little T doing a great job today.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy. Do you know Amy?
I do not.
Yeah. Rob says, A Star is Born.
Aw. Thank you.
The love pouring in. Okay.
Guys, stop. Good movie, though, and that is what I have seen.
Which movie?
A Star is Born.
Oh, which one?
Are there multiple?
3 times.
Oh, the one that...
The most recent?
I don't know. I've seen one of them with Brad.
Let's recreate the moment. In the shallow...
Oh, my God. No, wait. Okay, let's resume this when
we're back in a moment on TNR.
Is there not just one?
Call the next round now at 205-734-0923.
Give the gift of Daniel Moore art this holiday season with the 2024 Crimson and White Fine Art Calendar. This year's calendar features collectors' most beloved Daniel Moore Alabama football moments, from the classic goal line stand to the Saban-era 2nd and 26. Special offer for listeners only. Buy 2 calendars and get 1 free with code HOLIDAY at danielmooreart.com or by calling 1-800-735-2787.
What would happen if Santa came down your chimney and discovered fire damage in your home? What if he came down the chimney and discovered a wet floor? Santa's elves can't clean it up. You would have a lot of unhappy children Christmas morning. If that happens, contact DryTech Water Restoration immediately and make sure your children have a Merry Christmas. DryTech can clean up the mess and get in touch with your insurance company. Call DryTech 205-637-0143 and make sure your holidays are safe and happy. Happy holidays to all from DryTech Water Restoration. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? It's too bad you can't taste it with your ears because this Coke Zero Sugar is really amazing. You'll have to take a taste for yourself. Coke Zero Sugar. Best Coke ever?
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, you're in the red zone for every college rivalry and divisional matchup all season long. On game day, you never have to decide which teams to watch, only what combination of bites, burgers, wings, and more to order. Plus, where else are your favorite draft beers always poured at a frozen 29 degrees? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late night bites. Only at Twin Peaks.
Hey, Lance Taylor from The Next Round. You've heard me for years talk about our friends at Bromberg's Jewelers, and we welcome you to stop by and see that great customer service at the Mountain Brook and Summit locations, but we'd also love for you to check out their new online shop. They've got plenty to choose from. Great gifts, big and small. Available online, they've got David Yurman, Tudor watches, select diamond and gemstone jewelry, William Henry, seasonal and favorite giftware items, and baby gifts as well. They've even got an online sale section. For more information, brombergs.com.
The Next Round store is live and loaded. Check out the latest logo t-shirts and hoodies. Get your favorite team colors, the Next Round flag shirt, or grab the popular Y'all Can Have the Rest t-shirts. Go to nextround.store. That's nextround.store.
Sunbelt champion Troy meets Duke in the 76 Birmingham Bowl on December 23rd at Protective Stadium. Tickets are on sale now, starting at just $30. The pregame festivities kick off December 22nd at the Bud Light Fan Fest Pep Rally at Uptown with live music, team pep rallies, and everything else you need to get in the game day spirit. This season, fill your holidays with good cheer. Get tickets and more information at birminghambowl.com.
Okay, let's slow down on the love for Little T in the chat room before I get a complex going over here. Nobody ever raves about me anymore. We're going to make our first picks here in a second, but right now I want to remind you that Coke Zero, the big question is it the best Coke ever right now with our friends at Coca-Cola? Today I'm sampling the new cherry Coca-Cola Zero right here, the new cherry Coke Zero. Bold question, but is this the best Coke ever? You may want to try it for yourself right now at your local stores, Coke Zero Sugar or Cherry Coke Zero. Best Coke ever? Find out for yourself this holiday season. All right, man. So we got 7 college football bowl games, 1 today, 6 tomorrow. Nope, we got 8 bowl games, 1 today, 7 tomorrow. And the way we're going to do this, we got to figure out what we're betting first. Did we get any good suggestions in the chat room?
No. We need suggestions on, I guess, punishment. Or it doesn't have to be punishment.
It doesn't have to be punishment. Can I just make a suggestion?
Yes.
One of our great sponsors, Woodhouse. You know, you've been.
I do. I've been.
You've been to Woodhouse.
Great place.
How about loser buys winner massage?
Okay.
At Woodhouse.
Okay. I'm in.
That's fairly expensive. I don't want to jump out there and get into your MyBookie wallet.
If I want to parlay, it won't be a problem. No, that's fine. We can stick with that for now, and if we can keep an eye out for suggestions, and if we find something that we like more.
Well, tell me about Woodhouse Day Spa. What you like about Woodhouse Day Spa, and I will tell you something about Woodhouse as well. What was your favorite thing there?
It is a spa experience. It's not, when I've gone to get massage before, they bring you in, they put you in a room, and that's it. But they give you a robe, they give you some slippers, and they give you a mimosa. You just chill out while you're waiting. It was great. I left my phone, so I was just, it was good relaxing time, not with screen in front of me.
Yep. So would you get a lot right there at the Summit, Woodhouse Day Spa, the perfect holiday gift. Go by and check them out at the Summit, Woodhouse Day Spa. If you've forgotten anything right now, you can just swing in there on the way home, and you'll make the wife or that special lady in your life very, very happy with our friends at Woodhouse Day Spa. I'm going to give you the first pick of the games.
Okay.
Okay, so pick up the big board here and just circle whichever game, whichever team you want to play. Show everybody what the board is. All right, so there's the 8 games we have.
Can we see?
There you go. Tight shot for you. So there's the
Here
8
are
games.
games.
Yep.
Okay.
So if you will, lay that flat circle the team. Do you have a marker? You do?
I do.
Okay, baby blue will be you.
And Dunaway's pink, I think, right?
I am going to be pink.
All right.
Yeah, because of my easy bake oven.
Yeah, that was actually a suggestion that we just got. Loser has to cook with an easy bake oven.
And eat the food.
Yeah, and then eat it.
Yeah, it's amazing I'm still alive. You get any pick on the board, any game you think is the easiest win. Have you got research over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not messing around.
Make a pick.
Okay. I'm going Arkansas State -3.5.
Camellia Bowl tomorrow. Arkansas State.
Are you?
Yeah, sure. I'll make a pick right now. So you went Arkansas State, so you're giving me 3.5 points. We're playing with a point spread, right?
Yep.
All right. So I've got Northern Illinois +3.5. I'm going to ride what I said in the video. I'll go Birmingham Bowl tomorrow.
All right.
I'm going to take Troy and give the 7.5. Troy -7.5 against Duke. I'm not sure Duke could field a basketball team with who's left in the Birmingham Bowl.
I feel good about my odds so far.
Okay. Oh, why you think Duke wins?
According to what I read, maybe.
Did Lance give you that information?
No, I did this all on my own.
All right. So you would have taken Duke anyway. So I just landmined myself, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. Make sure you can play along at home, see if you can beat Taylor and I as we do this. Mike Denbrock has left LSU, but here's the details on what's going on at Florida State this morning. Really amazing, the numbers they're talking about. But so, too, the conspiracy that is now being built between Florida State and the wedge being built between Florida State and ESPN. According to their outside counsel, they testify that ESPN told Florida State back when their media rights was being negotiated that you had to sign the grants of right deal through 2036, basically holding the conference together and holding them hostage for the amount ESPN was going to pay them through 2036. If they did not sign that grants of right agreement, ESPN said we would not negotiate with you and you would not get the ACC network. And so to get the ACC network and to get a media rights deal, they had to sign for that number they agreed upon, which is below market value, a lot of people believe, through 2036. So basically ESPN, according to the Florida State lawyers, were playing hardball and basically holding them over a barrel at that point, all the ACC schools. But the Florida State Board of Trustees just now unanimously approved motion to file a lawsuit against the ACC challenging the grant of rights. The university's counsel will file the lawsuit in a Tallahassee Circuit Court today. So they're not going to waste any time. They're going to file that today. The FSU attorneys will fight a legal complaint in Tallahassee Circuit Court today. The legal action may not be made available publicly, but in the long run, they're trying, I think, first to get out of the grant of rights to where it could be renegotiated or they could control their own money. But if not, then maybe they can make the ACC implode and not have to pay the $572 million it would cost to leave.
Are they still trying to sue the playoff committee as well, or is that kind of...
That never was Florida State.
That was
right?
Florida as a state?
That was the state of Florida that was doing that. And there's still some of that is going on, basically trying to get the records. But the college football playoff folks are not saying that. Jeff chimes in and says, you mean ESPN negotiated in a free market using leverage? Wild times. It's really the way every negotiation goes on. If you've got the upper hand, you basically force the hand of the people that don't have the leverage.
Yeah.
Can't tell you how many contracts we used to sign that didn't have everything in it we wanted because ultimately they felt like they had the leverage over us until
here we are.
until they didn't, until we left. So that's what's happening today with Florida State and the football news at LSU. When we come back, we'll talk to Todd Furman about these games in college football and also the ones going on in the National Football League. Furman coming up on the other side. Little T, Forrester, and Tyler, some Christmas memories still to come. The show being brought to you by a couple of folks. One of them, Dr. B, LT's hair guy. When you met LT, he was basically bald, wasn't he?
Basically, yep.
Until who?
Until Dr. B, who offers Census Transdermal.
Easy for me to say. So I gave you that one.
This enables Dr. B to get various medicines and therapies into the scalp where the hair follicles are without using any injections. This is revolutionary as Dr. B can pinpoint delivery of a patient's genetically specific products without needles.
Yep. Wonderful. Works for LT, and it can work for you as well, our friend Dr. B. And also our friends at Wayne's as we wind down 2023, celebrating all year the 50th anniversary of our friends at Wayne's. You can still get $50 off the reoccurring services at Wayne's by calling 866-WAYNES-1, 866-WAYNES-1, or go to the website callwaynes.com. Don't let the mice and the rats and some uninvited guests ruin your holidays. Just keep them outside with our friends at Wayne's. They have lawn care services and so much more for you. 866-WAYNES-1 or callwaynes.com. Todd Furman from Vegas next.
You can't ignore the elephant in the room. Watch it at Roll Tide Pods on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts.
This holiday season, give yourself the gift of peace of mind with a credit card from Legacy Credit Union. Why risk shopping with cash when you can enjoy the safety and convenience of shopping with their contactless credit card? With a Legacy credit card, you can enjoy incredible perks like rates as low as 8.9% APR, no annual fees, and no balance transfer fees. But that's not all. Earn fantastic rewards for travel and merchandise through Scoreboard Rewards. Apply online today at LegacyCreditUnion.com to make your holiday shopping not just safer, but smarter. APR and annual percentage rate. Certain restrictions may apply. Subject to approval. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Looking for the perfect gift for everyone on your Christmas list? This is Wes McClooney, owner of the New Balance Birmingham store, and I invite you to do your Christmas shopping at the New Balance Birmingham store. Everyone needs new shoes this time of year, and they'll want stylish shoes that fit perfectly. At New Balance Birmingham, you'll find the largest selection and inventory for a specialty shoe store. We have every size from extra wide to extra narrow. Shop the New Balance Birmingham store on Highway 280 next to Chick-fil-A.
Start your day online at nextroundlive.com. Get all the latest videos, podcasts, and college football stories. And it's also a great way to stream the show or shop in the Next Round store. Stay connected by visiting nextroundlive.com.
This holiday season, help feed families in need by donating at your local Piggly Wiggly. With your donation, Piggly Wiggly and Coca-Cola will provide free packaged holiday meals through the Community Food Bank of Central Alabama. Look to make your donations of $1, $5, or $10 at the register inside your local Piggly Wiggly. Visit thepigbeham.com or mypigglywiggly.com for the location nearest you. Enjoy the real magic of the season.
IV therapy, B12 injections, cryotherapy, and compression therapy all under one roof. It's our friends at HydroLive. Mention Next Round at checkout. Save 20% off any service. HydroLive's got 3 locations, Homewood, Tuscaloosa, and coming soon to Greystone.
There are so many things I love about walk-ons. Authentic, mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine, prepared fresh, daily from scratch. A great beer selection and TVs everywhere to watch the big game every day of the week. And of course, they've got 2 great locations on Highway 280 and 119 and at Hoover near the Hoover Met. Walk-ons is also a great place for happy hour, 2 to 6 Monday through Friday with $5 moonshine swirls, $5 house pours, and half-price appetizers. And it's an easy take-home experience for the family as well. Highway 280 and Hoover with walk-ons.
Hey, Lance Taylor from the Next Round to tell you about one of our favorite places for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That is Hamburger Heaven since 1982. Hamburger Heaven has been serving Birmingham's best hamburgers, cheeseburgers, French fries, hand-spun milkshakes, and sandwiches made fresh to order. All of their ingredients are fresh and prepared daily. This includes their beef, always fresh, never frozen, hand-pattied each and every day. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, visit any of the 4 locations, Highway 280, Irondale, Gardendale, and Homewood.
Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown, and Rockstar. Live from the Birmingham Racecourse Casino Studios, the next round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
All right, Tyler's about to call up Todd Furman as we go with our number 2 today, Jim Dunaway, Taylor Korn in for Lance and Ryan. No Rockstar, no Lunsford today. Both Tyler and Scott handling everything behind the glass there. And as we look at Forrester back there as we work on that new camera shot. I like the way your stack glows there. It's like like a video game. That thing circles colors, purple, red, white. We can do the colors all day. Furman in a second to talk about the big games. The show is being brought to you by our friends at Hemp Hill Services. For all your heating and cooling needs and plumbing needs, remember the name Hemp Hill Services. They are the name Birmingham has trusted since back in the 1950s, 1954. You can call up Hemp Hill, 205-229-2090, 229-2090. It's our friends at Hemp Hill for your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs. Todd Furman joins us now from Las Vegas. Furman, on this holiday weekend, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you. How you doing, man?
I'm good, Dunaway. I'm glad to see that you guys are the hardest working ones left, but I also want to know, Taylor, what end of the short straw did you draw to be stuck with Dunaway in studio today when the other guys took the days off?
Hey, we've been looking forward to this. I've been excited.
Okay.
There's no telling what the next 2 hours hold.
Hey, I will tell you this. Furman. Since we became a MyBookie.ag sponsor up here, Taylor Korn, who's 3 years removed or 2 years removed from college now?
Like two or over one, a year and a half.
Yeah, a year and a half out of college, out of Auburn. She has fallen in love with occasionally playing a game. And what's your favorite thing to do on MyBookie.ag, Taylor?
Parlays, player props.
Parlay player props.
Typically 7-leg parlays. So you got me and Dunaway. You got...
Yeah, Taylor, you come from the Jim Dunaway school of thought then. Whatever money you put up, it looks great in theory, and then you realize how difficult it is to actually land and win one of those particular bets.
Yeah, the day I do that will be a good one.
Well, let's start. We've got a little friendly wager going on with the 8 bowl games this weekend. And let's just go first with the one I picked, the Birmingham Bowl tomorrow. I love Troy minus the 7 or whatever you have it playing at right now. What do you think about Troy and Duke here in Birmingham?
An interesting game. We've seen a real battle in the betting market in terms of different opinions here. We can start with the opt-outs for Duke that are plentiful. We know Coach Elko took the job in College Station to lead the Aggies going forward. It'll be Grayson Loftus under center with Riley Leonard going to Notre Dame and a lot of other key contributors at the skill positions and on the defensive side. But Troy, while their roster may be intact, I mean, this is a group that didn't necessarily run away and hide with the same dynamic defense that we saw last year in Sun Belt play. A little bit worried about Coach Summerall not being there and some of the assistants taking over. So this has been a true numbers game because you saw the betting market get ahead of it with Troy opening a 6.5 point favorite. Every time this number moves through the key of 7 out to 7.5, there's an appetite for Duke. So not a strong opinion for me. I respect a lot of the opinions on both sides here, but could see points being at a bit of a premium, and I think that's why this is one of the lower totals you see of all the bowl games taking place tomorrow, not accounting the Utah Northwestern games and JMU against Air Force.
Okay, so Dunaway was kind enough to give me the first pick of this little competition we have going on, and I went with Arkansas State. I did research. I'll call it, I don't know if I can call it research. It was like 5 minutes of reading. And that was one of the first games on the list, so that's what I got to. But what I'm reading, I feel pretty good about Arkansas State.
You are on the side of professional bettors in this game. This number opened right around Pick'em. It's moved out to a full field goal. Still some 2.5s out there for the Red Wolves. This team, all signs point to them being largely intact for this game. And when you look at the way the season has gone for Arkansas State, the fact that they're even able to play in a bowl game, I think, is a credit to the way this team rallied together late in the year. Because when you watch them the first 2 weeks get outscored 110-3 against Oklahoma and Memphis, you didn't think there was a chance that this team could win enough games to be bowl eligible. So what do? They get there in style with a big win over Texas State, the second to last game of the season. NIU, a team that kind of limped to the finish, and I'm not exactly bullish on anybody in the MAC other than a healthy Toledo team, which we won't get this bowl season with Daquan Finn. And so you look at Arkansas State, I think it's a great opportunity for the Red Wolves to lean on that home crowd that they'll have in Montgomery and come away with a victory. So I like that play a decent amount.
Keep that Red Bull in mind as we come out to Vegas here in a few days on our way to Alabama's national semifinal game in the Rose Bowl. Todd Furman is with us on the JohnsonRVCenter.com hotline. He's from the Bet the Board podcast. He covers all the college and NFL football and basketball for you, and he has stuff year-round, including baseball and hockey when we get to the summertime. I want to go with tonight's game in college football, Georgia Tech and UCF. I think it's a little better than expected season for me for Georgia Tech and a little less than season for UCF, in my opinion. How do you see this one playing out tonight?
When you look at UCF, I think there was always going to be a little bit of a transition for Gus Malzahn taking his team from one of the Group of 5 leagues to the Big 12, and you saw UCF's depth get tested late in the campaign. So I think the best adjective that I would use to describe what season the Knights put on the books would be uneven, because you saw them have a tremendous performance against Oklahoma State, but at the same time, you saw plenty of other games that left you scratching your head going, what exactly did we just witness from an offensive side? This number for me looks a little bit big. I look at this Georgia Tech team, and again, another side I think that is extremely excited to be in this particular spot. They've said all the right things about playing in Tampa. It'll feel like a de facto road game of sorts down there. But I think Georgia Tech's ability to show balance offensively, as porous as they've been against the run, should be enough to allow them to slide inside the number here. And I think you get a bounce-back performance from an ACC program that'll look a little bit more inspired than what we saw last night with Syracuse getting absolutely blasted by USF.
So out of the 5 games remaining, what do you feel most confident in?
It's ugly, but it'll be the 68 Ventures Bowl down in Mobile between South Alabama and Eastern Michigan. And it's not a side in this game. I think the total at 45.5 is a big mountain to climb for these two programs. We look at Eastern Michigan, arguably one of the worst teams to be playing in a bowl game this postseason. They're going to do so now without their starting quarterback, who entered the transfer portal as well. So I can't imagine the depth there is going to allow them to be that dynamic offensively. Meanwhile, we look at South Alabama and some of the players that are out. No Colin Lacey, the top receiver, 90-plus catches, over 1,300 yards. LaDamian Webb out as well with a lower body injury. And we're not quite sure exactly what the quarterback rotation is going to look like. Carter Bradley upgraded earlier today, but they've said they may play multiple quarterbacks. When a program says that, it tells me they want to give guys opportunities. You'll get some inconsistency, and I think defense could rule the day. The way the Jags have been beaten through the air, don't think it's something they have to worry about here against Eastern Michigan. I like the game under the total at 45.
Todd Furman with us on the JohnsonRVCenter.com hotline, Bet the Board podcast with Furman here always. Show also being brought to you by friends at Coke. Coke Zero, is it the best Coke ever? Try it for yourself this holiday season. Furman, to the NFL. I got a few NFL questions before we send you on your holiday way here. Saturday's game, Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. Big game for both. The Bengals are hot with Jake at quarterback, Jake Browning. Can that continue for the Bengals without Jamar Chase?
Pretty impressive what Jake Browning has been able to do. You look at some of his underlying numbers, and over the last couple weeks, the only quarterback that has checked more boxes consistently is your MVP frontrunner in Brock Purdy. Now, you mentioned the key injury for this Bengals offense. It hasn't impacted number all that much. We saw the Bengals open as a 2-point favorite, even with Chase officially ruled out yesterday. The price inching towards a key number of 3. Pittsburgh on the other side, real banged up in the defensive backfield. I mean, this is a team that put forth, one of the more lackluster showings with everything that was at stake last week against the Indianapolis Colts. Now going to their third-string quarterback in Mason Rudolph. They should be able to run the football against the Bengals defense that leaves a little bit to be desired. I'd lean ever so slightly towards the Steelers, but I'm just not sure I can get involved in this game. I don't love what I've seen from Mike Tomlin's bunch over the last couple weeks, and a group we said that was poised for regression, given the improbable start to the season, is paying the piper right now with these meaningful games late in the month.
Big games, no upsets available here. It's Dallas, Miami, Baltimore, San Francisco, 2 marquee games here. How do you like those games?
When you look at the Ravens, I mean, this is a team extremely difficult to fade in the underdog role. I mean, Lamar Jackson, a 9-4 straight up when catching points. This will be the second biggest number that we've seen for Lamar Jackson as an underdog, you have to go all the way back to his first start against the Kansas City Chiefs when he was a +7 pup. This Ravens team relished the opportunity, so much so that all the players were actually discussing it when they were asked about it earlier this week. So tough game to handicap. I think should be a fun watch on Christmas Day. When we look at the Cowboys and Dolphins, I'm a little bit concerned about where Miami is from an overall health standpoint. We know Tyreek Hill and Devin Achane were back at practice. They did get eliminated in from key offensive lineman Terion Arnold, but that group is extremely banged up, and if they're not able to protect Tua, Micah Parsons and company should be able to pin their ears back and come after him. I think we get a bounce-back performance from Dallas in the wake of how bad they were last week against Buffalo. So I like the Cowboys a little bit, +1 here. I'd hope that this number came out a little bit larger, but from a value perspective, given the injuries for the Dolphins, I think it's Dallas or pass.
Okay, give me my holiday gift. Buccaneers make the playoffs or not?
Look, I mean, they may be dealt a very fortuitous fate this weekend if, Trevor Lawrence can't go. We did see money come in, though, on the Jags about a half hour ago. The threes kind of cleared out in favor of 2.5s. We'll see. I mean, the Bucs were very impressive last week. Now, they did so against a high school caliber secondary in the Green Bay Packers, who were down 4 or 5 starters. And I don't know if we're going to get a perfect passer rating from Baker Mayfield again, but I do think, the way that they're playing, the Bucs, the inside track for the division. But Dunaway, the big question here is, do you want the Bucs to make the playoffs if it means they retain Todd Bowles as head coach? It feels like a little bit of a double-edged sword.
Oh, I like Todd's defense. So maybe we're just by committee now. Good offensive coordinator, good defensive coordinator, and there's no real head coach. We're doing it by committee. I can go Schoolhouse Rock. I'm just a bill sitting here on Capitol Hill, but sometimes multi-branches can give you a lot of power. We're division of power, separation of offense and defense, like church and state.
As long as everybody is pulling in the same direction, should be okay. But this is a Bucs team that surprised me. I really thought the hot start to the year would come crashing down, but give them credit, winning 3 straight games and very much in control of their own destiny. Where trio of games down the stretch, where I'll make them favorites in all of them. Home against the Saints next week, and then on the road in Charlotte to close out the regular season against the Panthers.
Hey, are you tied to a specific sports book in Vegas? Like if I mentioned where we are going to be a couple of times, will that offend you? Or
Nope, it will not in the least, so you can go ahead and plug away. I'm very much a free agent when it comes to my allegiance to sports books. For those outfits, they're more than happy to take my action.
Well, we'd love for you to come by and say hi to us on Friday the 29th. In January the 3rd, so it's Friday the 29th, Wednesday the 3rd, we're going to be at the Doghouse Sportsbook and Sports Bar at Resort World. So we'll be out there doing our show. So please come by, hang out with us. That's the infamous March Madness trip where I was 2-30.
Well, look, I mean, we won't have college basketball, at least not of that level of importance for you to bet, but there will be a full slate. Maybe we can get you to go 2-30 through the remaining college football and NFL games done away. So everybody there will be able to profit, but I will do everything I can to try and get out there and at least see you boys. One of those 2 days, especially if we can get Brownie to open up the wallet and buy me a $37 Bloody Mary.
Thank you, Todd Furman, man. Happy holidays, buddy. Safe travels if you're moving.
Thanks. Same to you guys, and good luck with all your picks this weekend.
Thank you, man. Todd Furman there, Bet the Board podcast on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline. Show today being brought to you by our friends at Adams Beverage. Listen, it's the holiday season. We know parties are going on. You're going out to see friends, meet friends, and such like that. Remember what we always tell you. You cannot drive drunk if you don't drive there. Have a plan before you head out, and that's what we're trying to do this year with our friends at Anheuser-Busch. You can make a pledge right now. Decide to Ride at DecideToRide.com. DecideToRide.com. That message brought to you by our friends at Anheuser-Busch, by Mothers Against Drunk Driving, Uber, Adams Beverages, and all of us here at the Next Round wishing you a Merry Christmas and a happy holiday and a happy New Year there for 2021. New Year's Eve, is that a big night for you? Have you always gone out and had fun on New Year's Eve or no?
Yeah, last year I was in Charleston.
That seems like a fun town.
It's so fun. I went a lot this past year. I feel like we had
You've got a friend, right, that lives there?
Yes. I have 3 friends from Auburn that moved there. So we went to visit them. I had a bachelorette trip there as well. And then we went for New Year's. I love it.
Yep.
And then before that, I was in Auburn.
LT always says he stays home on New Year's Eve because that's for amateurs. That's when all the other people are out drinking and partying. So I think he's at home a lot on New Year's Eve.
Well, the past 2 years I've been watching Michigan lose.
Oh, that's right, because your family is part Auburn, part Michigan.
Yes.
And the Michigan side of your family has been in the playoffs on New Year's Eve.
Yes, they have. My mom's Michigan State fan. My dad's a Michigan fan. Obviously, y'all know where I stand.
Yeah.
But I like Michigan's my number 2 team. I like watching games with my dad, but the past 2 years have been.
Yeah. He doesn't have to watch them lose on New Year's Eve this year.
Yeah, New Year's Day, potentially.
New Year's Day, potentially. That should be a lot of fun with the family. Tell us about Johnston RV, Little T, and then we'll jump back in to something else that's happening in the world of sports today.
Sales have been great at Johnston RV Center, and that means that there has been a lot of trade-ins. Pre-owned inventory has never been better, and you can save thousands on gently used models ranging from travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers, as well as luxurious motorhomes. Still get the exclusive lifetime warranty on pre-owned models, 2 years old or newer. If you're wanting to go with something new floor plans are arriving every day from the Forest River Expo, with payments starting at $179 a month. I-65, exit 304 in Coleman, 334 in Decatur, and always online at johnstonrvcenter.com. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they always, with those great specials for the veterans there as well. You can check them out with our friends at Johnston RV Center. Right there, johnstonrvcenter.com. They bring you the hotline and all of our guests like Todd Furman there. Let's see here. Tyler, give me cut number 2. Yesterday we had a chance to talk with Jalen Milroe and Terion Arnold. Before that, they had an opportunity to give something back to their teammates there, and that was the opportunity. Remember, we've been sharing with you since the first time we teamed up with them with their name, image, and likeness interviews here on our show. The Link T-shirts that you saw before Alabama got hot. They were wearing the Link T-shirt, let all naysayers know. And it has turned into a model that is being looked at around all of college athletics as sort of a way really to empower the athletes. Other schools are basically texting and emailing and calling Milroe and Terion on the business plan they put together. Well, this happened yesterday in the Alabama football complex. Listen in as Terion and Jalen decided to share the Link business plan with his teammates.
We all know what took place over the offseason and what it all took to get us to where we at right now. We know that we're not a finished product, but at the end of the day, bro, we got a motto that we hold through the offseason, and we know about Link. We know what it means to us. We know what this team had to go through and things like that.
We all been a part of this journey. Yep. This is something that has connected us and brought us together, and we've overcame a lot of adversity together. We still ain't done Lincoln, but with these guys, I want to give a huge thanks to them, the guys at Athletes Thread.
Open the box, open the box, open the box.
Open y'all box, man. Go to open y'all box, man.
Everybody's opening their box now. And so basically, each box contained a custom Link brand specific to each player's name and number. So now that every player at Alabama can benefit off the name, image, and likeness of their name and brand there. So no matter what number it is, you can buy a specific Link T-shirt with a number on the back, and they can sell their own brand right there through athletesthread.com, athletesthread.com.
That's awesome.
Little moment there for Terion and Jalen to give back to their teammates there yesterday or earlier this week in the football complex. It's like an old Oprah show. Everybody had a big gift under their show.
Gifts for everyone.
You get a T-shirt. You get an NIL deal. So it was a really big deal there for those two guys to give back to their teammates. I thought that was a pretty cool move.
That is cool. I'm a big fan of both of them. And I don't remember. I think I was talking to my mom the day of the SEC championship game, and she was asking who I was going for. And usually I want Alabama to lose every game in every sport they play, just because,
wow, a
good rivalry. But
that's why my friend Cody says you're hard to follow on social media.
Hey, and I get it. But I told her, I was like, I like the guys so much that come on. I mean, they're great. They're entertaining. They have good personalities. It's made me a little less, what's a kind word that I can say? It's made me more accepting.
Some people in the chat room are thinking about the word that starts with a B. Brash is the word I was thinking of.
Sure.
Yeah.
We can use that. But, I mean, I like to see them do well.
It's about the people, not the jerseys, right?
Right, right.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, I like those guys.
You never know what you're getting when you look at something. How about a $53 million home? Sounds good, right? It must be a great home, right? $53 million home in Malibu, right on the beach. Sound good to you?
Yeah.
How come it's got no offers yet?
I don't know. Is it haunted or something?
It's Kanye West's home. Looks okay from the outside. Literally, the water runs right up to those pillars right there. It literally is right there in Malibu. Problem is, Kanye ended up gutting the house out.
Oh. Wait, that's $53 million?
Yeah, that's the way the house looks right now. This is what you're going to call a fixer-upper if you buy this home. $53 million is still the asking price, and you basically have to rebuild the damn thing.
I feel like it should come furnished for that.
Look how close the water comes up to your house.
Why did he gut it?
He wanted to build a home with, now wait for it, no windows and no doors that had a way to look out.
Then why would you get a beachfront house?
Exactly.
Yeah, he wanted everything out of it. He wanted to also remove the concrete pillars until the builders said that the whole house would come down if he did that. But he wanted all the power taken out, no water,
Wait,
no
why?
doors, no windows. He just wanted to do that and like isolate himself for his album, I guess. But the project never got finished, so now it's on the market, and it needs tens of millions of dollars in repairs.
Why doesn't he just go to wherever Aaron Rodgers went to focus for a few days, then come back to his beach house?
I don't know. He was out in Japan, and now he's in Saudi Arabia. He was in Italy for a bit.
But what am I getting for $53 million? Just that part
Cement?
of beach?
Yeah,
pretty much. You got
land.
private beach access, and I think it's got a basketball court somewhere in there.
Well, he probably tore that up, too.
It probably did.
He definitely doesn't have any nets.
Private beach access, infinity pool, all that sort of stuff.
Okay. $53 million for basically a bunch of cement.
Yeah.
You got to build everything else out. If you got it, you got it, I guess.
That's an expensive lot, basically.
Yeah. We'll wait and see if Kanye is able to sell that, what looks to be right now a pile of trash. When we come back, we'll make a couple more picks in our Bowl Pick'em challenge here. And you'll hear from Tua Tagovailoa, who is not feeling the Christmas spirit. And one of my favorite, do you like when somebody says, Google me?
No.
I got a coach that says, Google me yesterday.
I don't like that at all.
Just Google me, man.
I don't like when anyone says that.
Redmond Vodka. You can Google them and find great success with Charles Barkley's company this holiday season. Drink responsibly, but wherever you're at, whether you're at a Christmas pop-up bar or maybe you're having a home party, Redmond Vodka is absolutely the call to make with all your holiday drinks. It is 8 times distilled. It is gluten-free, and it's the vodka designed by our buddy Charles Barkley. Going worldwide, everywhere, including in California now. We're taking a few bottles with us out to cover the tide. It's Redmond Vodka, an official vodka of the next round.
Follow John Lunsford on Twitter @JLuntz.
Ryan Brown here for the next round with a question for you. Are you on the bandwagon yet? Bandwagon wants to invite you to one of their 3 retail locations in Birmingham for all your holiday shopping. Bandwagon has the top brands in sporting goods, athleisure, and lifestyle apparel. You can check your entire family off the list at Bandwagon with brands like Task, Bird Dog, and Varley, plus the best in sports equipment. Visit the Bandwagon locations in Cahaba Heights, Homewood, and Trussville, or online, bandwagonsports.com. Next round listeners, it's time to jump on the bandwagon.
This holiday season, help feed families in need by donating at your local Piggly Wiggly. With your donation, Piggly Wiggly and Coca-Cola will provide free packaged holiday meals through the Community Food Bank of Central Alabama. Look to make your donations of $1, $5, or $10 at the register inside your local Piggly Wiggly. Visit thepigbham.com or mypigglywiggly.com for the location nearest you. Enjoy the real magic of the season.
Want more of the show? Download the app or visit nextroundlive.com for the latest podcast. The Mystery Fifth Hour, our Not For All Ages podcast, The Last Call, and our entire Double Down Media podcast family. All at nextroundlive.com and on the Next Round app. Are you ready to make this holiday season one to remember? Legacy Credit Union is here to make your dreams come true with their lifestyle loans. Whether you need a little extra cash for gifts or you want to take that unforgettable holiday vacation, Legacy has the right loan for you. With affordable monthly payments, flexible terms, and absolutely no collateral required, Legacy Credit Union is your trusted partner for your stress-free holiday season. Apply in minutes. Go to LegacyCreditUnion.com to get the financial support you need to enjoy the holidays to the fullest. Again, LegacyCreditUnion.com.
Some restrictions apply. See credit union for details. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemp Hill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemp Hill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemp Hill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemp Hill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
The Birmingham Racecourse Casino's 7 days of giveaways is going on now. The more you visit, the more chances you have to win. We're giving away $125,000 in free play and cash. That's right, Birmingham Racecourse Casino is giving away $125,000 in free play and cash. Play the latest, most exciting games around with fun bonuses and big jackpots. There's always more ways to win at Birmingham Racecourse Casino off I-459, exit 31, Derby Parkway. Must be 21 or older, must be present to win.
Want more of the show? Download the app or visit nextroundlive.com for the latest podcast. The Mystery Fifth Hour, our Not For All Ages podcast like Bama and Bourbon, and the entire Double Down Media podcast family. All at nextroundlive.com and on the Next Round app.
Back with you on the next round. Our buddy Cody's in studio with us. He's going to come up with 4 downs for us for the next segment.
Awesome.
We'll let him, studio audience, read us 4 downs coming up. But I'll ask you this question really quick. It was going to be one of mine if I was going to do it.
Okay.
A Christmas vacation right now, before Christmas and New Year's Day, if you had your choice to go somewhere, would it be snowy mountains or tropical beach this time of year?
So we had our family Christmas party with our family friends on Tuesday, I think, and we used to go skiing every year for spring break with the families that we were with. And once we got older, some were in college, everyone's schedules were different, so we stopped going, and they were talking about next year wanting to do that over Christmas. But I love skiing, but I hate the winter because I hate getting pale. So I would like to go to an island and get sun.
Yeah, see,
relax, lay on the beach.
I've never had a chance to do that because, covering Alabama most of my life, there's always an important bowl game going on this time of year.
No comment.
It's been my work, Sometimes it's Auburn, but a lot of times it's been Alabama, and you're just busy in this time of year in my job.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to go in the dead of winter to a hot tropical place to get away from winter and be there for a week.
Me too.
So that's sort of the dream scenario for me. So I would not go during Christmas to a snowy location. I would 100% choose to go somewhere tropical and it be 88 and get suntan.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I wouldn't complain about going skiing by any means, but
I've never been skiing. People say it's awesome.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
It is so fun, but I would like a little sunshine right now.
Me too. I'd like to be on the beach somewhere. Our friends at Legacy can make that happen, right? Holiday travel. They can do that with a personal loan. They can take care of Christmas presents for you or any big expense that's happened this year. Affordable payback plans, flexible terms. Apply online in minutes at LegacyCreditUnion.com. LegacyCreditUnion.com. Also the Legacy credit card, which makes it easy and secure for you to safely make your purchases year-round. It's all right there with rates as low as 8.9% APR. It's the annual percentage rate, no annual fees, no balance transfer fees. Apply online in minutes. It's our friends at Legacy, LegacyCreditUnion.com, LegacyCreditUnion.com. Forrester, give little T a little Auburn love here. I saw last night you liked the Auburn billboards.
I did.
That were going up everywhere with every one of their signees. Is this what was happening? The nationwide freeze warning? Tell me about this.
So I think the way that I understood it was they are putting those graphics up on the billboards around their hometown.
Okay.
I think.
So, like,
is that what it says?
For Cam Coleman, it would be
across the southeast.
Yeah, but
okay, maybe it's not their hometown.
But they would put it in Cam Coleman's hometown. They'd put his billboard up and that kind of stuff.
That's the way that I understood it. Yes, and I think that is.
I'm so stupid. I thought the billboard was flashing every one of their signees.
Oh, maybe it is.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Or maybe it's just a graphic. You graphic people are so smart. I did see where Missouri, in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, they stole a couple of recruits from Arkansas, got them to flip. And so in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Missouri put up these two billboards of the two kids they flipped from Arkansas.
That's brutal.
Yeah, Crutchfield and Dindy, who ended up going as 4-star recruits to play Missouri across the line.
What's up with all this billboard? Like, has this been a thing in the past? Or is this...
There's some billboard. One of our listeners put up something negative about Les Miles one time and got national news. He was trying to sell houses, and I forget what the billboard was, but it involved Les Miles being fired at LSU. And
slap it on a billboard.
It made headlines everywhere. Hopefully it led to some home sales or something. Let's make another pick right after I tell you about our friends right there at Coca-Cola helping feed the hungry this year. I'm telling you about it a lot because it's such an important deal right now with our friends at Piggly Wiggly and Coca-Cola. Just get by the local pig near you, and they're all over the place, and we love Piggly Wiggly so much for how they give back to the community and our friends at Coca-Cola. The Coke folks were up here earlier today restocking our ice-cold Coca-Cola machine over there with all the new great flavors. They have teamed up with the Community Food Bank of Central Alabama. You can make your donation right now, $1, $5, $10 when you're out buying food for this holiday season. You do it right at the register, and it all goes to feed those in need this holiday season. A lot of kids are right in school. That's where they mainly get their best meals of the day at school. This helps them as well. The Community Food Bank of Central Alabama, our friends at Piggly Wiggly. Just visit thepigbeham.com, mypigglywiggly.com, and thank you to Coca-Cola, Piggly Wiggly, and the Community Food Bank of Central Alabama, and, of course, you helping us enjoy the real magic of the screen. All right, Taylor, make another pick. Again, loser buys winner a massage at Woodhouse Day Spa. You've got the next pick. So far, you think you're 2-0.
I would like to believe so, yes.
Okay. Grab the board and make a pick.
Can we do
anyone you want?
Okay. I'm going with the Furman I guess recommendation.
You're going to open that pen first.
I'm going to go.
Oh, so you listen to Furman.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, who wouldn't?
Yeah, I'd like to think you'd do this on your own, but okay, whatever.
So you're not going to take what he said into consideration?
I do not listen to him. These are the gym picks.
You do not listen to him.
These are gym picks.
Okay. Do I want to do this? Okay, I'm going Georgia Tech.
Oh, that's just because Gus left you. That's why you went Georgia Tech.
I'm happy with where we're at right now. So
Georgia Tech plus 5.5 against UCF.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go James Madison.
All right.
I'm going to take James Madison, giving a 1.5, virtually a money line over Air Force. So we got 4 games left to play in the MyBookie.ag next round Little T and JD Challenge this holiday season. So far, it's just you've got 2 on this side.
Yeah.
I've got 2 on this side.
Just keep moving down.
All right, we'll make some picks a little bit later on. Let's do this. Let's do this here. Let's listen from the coach who said, just go Google me. Kirk Cignetti, who was with Nick Saban a little bit at Alabama. He was the head coach at James Madison, who I just picked. For a while, they were, being and moaning about let us be in the New Year's Six, and then when game day was there, they lost. So they weren't going to be in the New Year's Six anyway. But now he's the new head coach at Indiana. And on National Signing Day, he was being asked about how he was going to sell players on coming to play for him at Indiana. And he gave you this great quote.
When it comes to that culture you were just talking about, meshing the recruits you're getting and some of the guys you kept, where does that process start? I mean,
what do you mean? I don't get the question.
Well, when you recruit them, how do you sell your vision of your culture? I mean, what's the...
Who are you talking about? The high school guys, the transfers, who?
All of the above. I mean, how do you... Is there
it's pretty simple. I win. Google me.
Ooh.
How did that play with you?
Not good. I don't think that I would want to go play there.
It's pretty simple. What do you sell them on? I win. Google me.
Yeah. I don't like that at all. And if I was a parent and my kid was being recruited by him and I heard him say, I don't know. That just doesn't play well with me.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I didn't love it. No, I think he does a wonderful job. And obviously at James Madison, he did a great job. I think he was respected and liked when he was in Tuscaloosa early on with Nick Saban. I'm with you. That didn't rub me the right way.
No.
As Lone Soldier says, douche alert.
Yeah, I don't think that's a very good look at all.
Daniel, I cannot stand coaches being combative and playing dumb with reporters.
Yeah, that's one thing that who was I talking to the other day? I can't remember, but someone was asking me if I liked Nick Saban, and I said, yeah, I don't have a problem with Nick Saban. I don't hate him because he's good. I mean, it sucks having to play him every year, but I feel like that's what he never does, the funny business, especially in press conferences, or in my eye.
Yeah. Walker says James Madison lost their entire coaching staff, Signetti, you just heard from, and doesn't have a quarterback. Taylor, you won that game, he says.
All right.
So basically you're 4-0 in your head right now.
I'm going to stay quiet for now because I don't want to.
4-0.
I don't want to jinx
Forrester,
anything.
that soundbite reminded you of a coach?
Does that not have a little bit of Dion in it?
Little Dion vibe?
100%.
Yeah, I could hear Dion saying.
He's taking it personal already there. Speaking of taking it personal, our boy Tua Tagovailoa, give me cut number 5. Earlier this week, they never mentioned Tua as one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. His team's 10-4, big game with Dallas coming up. In fact, he gets a lot of criticism. Some people are always like, they're winning sometimes in spite of Tua. He doesn't throw the ball down the field a lot. This and that. They say a lot of things about Tua Tagovailoa. Only winning because they got Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's the reason they're winning, this or that. Tua Tagovailoa finally said, listen, guys, write whatever you want to write about me. I'm here for the dubs.
I understand that my platform and who I am in this league as a quarterback makes me, if you want, polarizing, whether I'm the best, whether I'm the worst. Like, I could care less. I keep receipts. We all have a way of how we do things, but like all the narratives about it, I am only good with Tyreek, and you're right. That is the only time I am at my best. You're right. I'm only good when Jalen's in. I could care less about it. Like, sure. If Jalen and those guys are not, like, I'm only as good as Raheem Mostert allows me to be. Like, that's what the narrative needs to be, and we're able to win games, and we're able to go where we want to go as a team. I am the worst football player, if that's what you want. Like, I don't care. Like, I really don't. So whatever it is, whatever you need on your show, like, take clips out of what I just said. Do what you need to do. Like that. I'm just here to do my job, and my job is to help our guys win games.
That's Tua Tagovailoa. That I feel bad that I always was such a nice guy when I interviewed him. I feel bad that he's now having to defend that he's a good quarterback.
Yeah, but I guess I don't know if I would have even brought attention to it. Or I guess he's probably been ignoring it for a while.
Yeah, probably 3 years now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
If they're not griping about he can't stay healthy, now they're griping about he's only winning because the players around him are so good.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
But Brock Purdy's going to win the MVP maybe.
What a story.
And he was the last player picked, and the only reason he's going to win the MVP is because he's got the best players around him.
Right.
So the best players.
But no one's saying that. Or people might be saying that.
They're not saying that about Brock Purdy. You're right. At 11 o'clock, we'll do a little sustain or not. Some really good college football teams had good years this year. Taylor's got a list of some that she wants to ask me about whether I think they will sustain their success or not. So we'll go through that list, and we'll give you a snippet of our interview with Terion Arnold. And Taylor is going to do trash for us today. I grew up in a trailer park.
Why have we talked about this so much today?
Well, I'm just saying, I grew up in a trailer park, and sometimes people called us what? Trailer trash. Today, we get what, Forrester?
Trailer trash.
Taylor trash.
Taylor trash.
Taylor trash instead of trailer trash.
Good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, Taylor trash coming up a little bit later on. Cody, a studio audience member, is going to give us our 4 downs when we come back on the show. That's being brought to you by the wonderful folks at Bromberg's. Bromberg's right there. Their beautiful location in downtown Mountain Brook and also at the Summit there. Engagement rings, all the jewelry you need. Wonderful places for watches, including the beautiful Rolex, all the David Yurman. The perfect holiday gift if you're still looking right now, or in 2024 if it's time to get engaged. The best in engagement rings. It's all with our friends at Bromberg's. You can see them online at brombergs.com, brombergs.com, or stop by their beautiful stores and look at the stuff in person. It's a wonderful place for almost 2 centuries. Bromberg's, your diamond specialist. Back in a moment right here on the next round.
Our Monday morning quarterback is Fox Sports' Joel Klatt. Every Monday at 10:25.
This hour brought to you by Jack's Western and Outdoor Wear, the perfect place for all your holiday shopping. We are easy to find just off of I-65, exit 304 in Coleman. Just look for the big red building.
Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? It's too bad you can't taste it with your ears because this Coke Zero Sugar is really amazing. You'll have to take a taste for yourself. Coke Zero Sugar, best Coke ever?
Stop by the New York Butcher Shop and pick up the finest in certified Angus prime beef steaks and burgers, premium pork chops, ribs, and all-natural chicken cut to order just for you. Their chef-prepared entrees and side dishes are the perfect dinner-to-go choice for your family and are ready to heat at home. With a great selection of fine wines and desserts, the New York Butcher Shop is your one-stop dinner shop. 2 locations to serve you, Cahaba Heights and on Highway 119 in Greystone. The New York Butcher Shop. Rare quality, well-done service.
The wait is over. Tonali has arrived. Beautifully distinctive Italian styling and performance. Come test drive the all-new 2024 Alfa Romeo Tonali plug-in hybrid at Alfa Romeo of Birmingham. The all-new Tonali offers best-in-class horsepower and torque, fastest 0 to 60 times in its class, plus best-in-class range with full electric charge. And best of all, qualified Tonali leasees are eligible for up to $7,500 EV tax credit factored into your lease. Hurry down to Alfa Romeo of Birmingham and experience the all-new Tonali.
A legendary coach once said, "It's not the will to win that matters, it's the will to prepare to win." Bryant bankers have the dedication and experience to put together a financial game plan that's right for you. Stop by one of the 7 Central Alabama locations today or give them a call at 1-855-4-BRYANT to begin preparing for your financial future today. You'll find out what unbeatable service and legendary results are all about. Bryant Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Sunbelt champion Troy meets Duke in the 76 Birmingham Bowl on December 23rd at Protective Stadium. Tickets are on sale now, starting at just $30. The pregame festivities kick off December 22nd at the Bud Light Fan Fest Pep Rally in Uptown with live music, team pep rallies, and everything else you need to get in the game day spirit. This season, fill your holidays with good cheer. Get tickets and more information at birminghambowl.com.
Hey, Ryan Brown here from the next round. Do you want to help pay for my kids' college and look great while you're doing it? You need to go to the Next Round store. Everything from hats to short sleeve and long sleeve t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, zip-up hoodies, and much more. And we're adding new things all the time. Why would you not want to see my kids get a great college education and look great out in the public while you're doing it? Get the gear we wear all the time on the show, and there's only one place to get it. NextRound.store. That's NextRound.store.
Back with you on the next round. Cody, in the other chair over there, is a studio audience person today. He listens to the show, friends of ours for a long time. He's going to give us 4 downs. But if you were with us back when we were the round table, way back, I think it was our first year, maybe it's the round table, maybe it's our second year, we had the little meteorologist on the show, Kaylee Dion, who worked at CBS 42 and then in Kansas City, then in Chicago, then in Dallas. Now she has her own business. And then Jay Pear, Jonathan was a intern and actually worked on the opening drive back in the day at Jocks. And somehow, some way, he convinced beautiful Kaylee to get married. And they've got a beautiful daughter now. They're in town for the holidays, visiting family here locally. They're in studio. So if Rockstar was here, we'd probably get Kaylee to sing. I was thinking national anthem. Yeah, we'd get Kaylee to sing something, but like she used to do all the time. But good to have them here today. And we will get the 4 downs in just a second. But one thing that's happening down in Tallahassee, the ACC has now responded to the FSU legal action that's about to be filed today. And from the ACC, and I'll read this from Adam Rittenberg at ESPN.com, FSU's legal filing against the league's grant of rights is, quote, in direct conflict with their longstanding obligations and is a clear violation of their legal commitments to the other members of the conference. And they're saying that Florida State willingly and knowingly, so legal terms there, signed their grants of rights with the ACC back in the day and have profited from that along the way. So the legal battle begins between Florida State and the ACC. And usually, like in relationships, in life that are personal and business-wise, sometimes you can piss the other side off and there's no way of coming back from it. We'll see if Florida State and the ACC can make up with that. This hour of the show is being brought to you again by our friends at Coca-Cola. Remember, we're helping feed the folks locally with our friends at Piggly Wiggly, and we're asking the question right now, is Coke Zero the best Coke ever? Give it a taste this holiday season. And also by our friends at Slice, as we do 4 downs, 4 great locations of Slice, Montevallo, Vestavia, down over near your house. What's the place called?
Crestline Park.
Crestline Park over there. And, of course, coming soon to Homewood. And the one I go to all the time in Vestavia is our friends at Slice. Let's start with first down.
First down.
What do you have for us, Cody?
Better Michael, Jordan.
Hold on. Got on your microphone. Get it now.
All right. Better Michael, Jordan, or Jackson?
Oh, you start off with that one, Taylor. Better Michael, Jordan, or Jackson?
Oof.
What do you think? I'll go Michael Jordan. Loved Michael Jackson for a moment because I'm a kid of the 80s. My favorite song was Beat It. And I remember rushing home from school to see the release of the Thriller video, which was good for one time through. And then after that, it was like 9 minutes long. Every time it would come on, I'd be like, come on, give me more Duran Duran. But I'm going to say Michael Jordan for me.
I would agree. Michael Jackson's great, but I'm not a huge fan. So to me personally, yeah.
I've got Michael Jordan. I mean, he makes more money with his shoes than most players make in their career.
Absolutely.
Right now, so.
Great businessman. Let's do second down.
Second down.
Chat room says Jordan by 1 billion miles over here. Yep.
Okay. What is the better ending, 4th and 31 or the kick 6?
Okay.
Or kick 6. Easy answer for you.
I heard 4th and 31 and turned my brain off.
And checked out? Go ahead. How are you going to pick there?
I think that I'm going to go with the kick 6 on this one.
Yeah. I will tell you, the 4th and 31 was great. The better ending is the kick 6 because it was the last play of the game. I'm a sportscaster now for 30 years, and I was thinking to myself, does that even count? I didn't even know it counted as it was happening. And I'd seen a bazillion football games. I'd never seen that happen. It ended the game. It ended your rival's national championship three-peat hopes. And then for the first time I remember in Auburn history, now you guys do it way too much, but back then, that was the first time ever, everyone emptied out of the stands onto the field. I thought it was a great moment. I would go kick 6 is a better ending, though the miracle is a great moment.
Yeah, I put depends. I really want to see how the season ends. What's more memorable? If Alabama can close this out, it might be that. But right now, it's the kick 6.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, guy with the Alabama A on says kick 6.
Third down.
Oh, look, Jeff over here saying, you like Ray Pear in the studio? Are you about to play golf with Jeff over there? No. Don't know who that is. What's third down?
Most disappointing way to finish their career, Jimbo or Belichick?
Jimbo Fisher at A&M, Belichick with the Patriots. I'll go, it's going to be Jimbo, because I don't know if he'll coach again. All that money.
Why? I was about to say, why would he?
Yeah, I think Belichick will coach again next year with the Commanders or the Chargers. So I don't think he's done yet. So he's got a chance to write a different chapter. Jimbo, don't know. Don't know if he'll coach again.
I was just thinking maybe Belichick because of all the things Brady did with him.
Right.
And he hasn't really done anything since.
He has. He was pretty good before Brady, but you're right. Brady took him to a new level. Maybe he'll win one without him. All right, let's do fourth down.
Third down.
Best March Madness punishment: the Dunaway comedy set or the LT Amish country?
For those that don't remember, I think I've only lost March Madness twice. I always finish second, so I don't get punished. But one of them, I had to do 7.5 minutes of stand-up comedy, opening for two professionals at the comedy club. And it was a Tuesday night. I was expecting 50 people to show up, and 263 people were there, paying to see me do comedy.
I watched that recently, or not recently, like a few months ago.
And then LT lost in the world of technology, had to spend a weekend in Amish country with no technology. But see, the problem was that wasn't a bracket challenge. That was a different bet that I lost at too, because I had to pay for that punishment. So I paid for him to go to the Amish country.
Didn't he end up going to a music festival?
He did. When he was there, I made the Amish house that I rented for him too close to a metropolitan area, so he day tripped into Scranton, where he went to a great music festival and met some lifelong friends who ended up moving to Birmingham and going over to LT's house every weekend. So LT won on all fronts on that one. So I would just say any punishment I'm involved with is the worst, because it goes everywhere.
You did great, though. I mean, you were up there for 30 minutes.
Were you there that night?
Yeah, I won the tickets, so. So I was there.
A former radio winner there. That's good.
So I appreciate it. Sorry, I was a low talker. Seinfeld.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody's killing you over there. Seinfeld low talker. Rob says, come on, Cody, preach over there. That's our four downs, brought to you by our friends at Slice. Final hour coming up, including our interview with Terion Arnold from yesterday. The Noles filing legal action to leave the ACC, or at least to get their grants of broadcast rights back. And the big story in the SEC, Mike Denbrock has left LSU today to be the offensive coordinator at Notre Dame. Drake and UAB playing afternoon basketball at 2 o'clock. 11-1 Drake, one of my Cinderella teams already for the bracket challenge, coming up at Bartow Arena, 2 o'clock today. And Auburn basketball back in action tonight against Alabama State down at Neville Arena. Football tonight is Georgia Tech and UCF. We'll talk more about that coming up on the other side. Slice has 4 locations. They bring you 4 downs every day. And so, too, does our friends at Hemp Hill Services. They bring you the best service when it comes to your heating, your cooling, and your plumbing as well. Our friends at Hemp Hill Services, the name Birmingham's trusted since 1954. Basically, if it's not running right, flowing right, or draining right, you trust the name that we've told you about for years, Hemp Hill Services. They've got great crews that are out there easy and quickly, and they'll help you get everything back and running, and they'll give you a checkup on your heating now before the real cold temperatures get here. They do it right. They do it right the first time, and they do it at a fair price. For all your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name Birmingham's trusted since 1954. Hemp Hill Services, 205-229-2090. One more hour of the next round coming up.
Follow the Next Round on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Next Round Live.
This holiday season, help feed families in need by donating at your local Piggly Wiggly. With your donation, Piggly Wiggly and Coca-Cola will provide free packaged holiday meals through the Community Food Bank of Central Alabama. Look to make your donations of $1, $5, or $10 at the register inside your local Piggly Wiggly. Visit thepigbham.com or mypigglywiggly.com for the location nearest you. Enjoy the real magic of the season.
This holiday season, give yourself the gift of peace of mind with a credit card from Legacy Credit Union. Why risk shopping with cash when you can enjoy the safety and convenience of shopping with their contactless credit card? With a Legacy credit card, you can enjoy incredible perks like rates as low as 8.9% APR, no annual fees, and no balance transfer fees. But that's not all. Earn fantastic rewards for travel and merchandise through Scoreboard Rewards. Apply online today at LegacyCreditUnion.com to make your holiday shopping not just safer, but smarter. APR annual percentage rate. Certain restrictions may apply. Subject to approval. Federally insured by the NCUA. This holiday season, give the gift of peace and security to your home with $50 off recurring Wayne's Pest Control services. As the weather cools down, stop mice, bed bugs, and rodents before they come in. Call 866-WAYNES-1 to gift yourself a safe and pest-free home. Sign up for any recurring service with Wayne's and save $50 off. Don't let mice and rats be uninvited guests to your holiday celebrations. Get a pest-free holiday and save $50 off recurring Wayne's Pest Control services when you call 866-WAYNES-1.
Start your day online with our website, nextroundlive.com. The latest videos, podcasts, and college football stories. It's also a great way to stream the show or shop in the Next Round store. Stay connected by visiting nextroundlive.com. That's nextroundlive.com.
Man, I love a good meal. I'm Jim Dunaway. A good meal is what you get with my friend Sterling at Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster. We're talking great southern fried chicken, wonderful sides, hand-cut chicken fingers, po' boys, and those Mississippi Delta recipe tamales. You got a perfect menu for everybody. Champy's Chicken is perfect for watching the big game or taking a meal to the lake house, down to the coast, or stay in the restaurant and dine in a great atmosphere. It's all made fresh to order right there on 119 in Alabaster, Champy's Chicken.
Make sure to start your day at nextroundlive.com. Get caught up on the latest podcasts and videos from the live daily show, plus specialty shows such as the Mystery Fifth Hour. You can also learn more about the whole staff at Double Down Media, find all of our social media feeds, see the latest videos from our YouTube channel and gaming channel, plus find other ways to consume the show like the Next Round mobile app, which you can download direct from the site via your iOS and Android device. Make nextroundlive.com your homepage and stay up to date with everything from us here at the Next Round.
This hour brought to you by Jack's Western and Outdoor Wear, the perfect place for all your holiday shopping. We are easy to find just off of I-65, exit 304 in Coleman. Just look for the big red building.
Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown, and Rockstar. Live from the Birmingham Racecourse Casino Studios, the Next Round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
This hour of the show always brought to you by our friends at Champy's World Famous Fried Chicken right there on Highway 119. Sterling and the crew want to say Merry Christmas to you and, of course, everybody who's looking for the great Southern fried chicken, like my friends who are in from the state of Texas. If you just want good Southern fried chicken, the place to go is Champy's Chicken, Highway 119 in Alabaster. Brined overnight, cooked to order. You can't beat the juicy flavor you get. My wife loves the dark meat. I've always been a too big white breast kind of guy. The Mississippi Delta recipe, tamales, and so much more. It's all right there at Champy's World Famous Fried Chicken. Also, our friends right there at Bandwagon right now want to remind you that this holiday season, today is a wonderful opportunity for you to be a winner before the clock runs out right here. We're down to the buzzer here on the holiday shopping season, and it's time right now to grab the essence of a new way of doing sports. Our friends at Bandwagon taking us back to the local sports department. They know that they made sure that they have something that everyone loves at the Bandwagon near you. From sporting goods to lifestyle wear, Bandwagon has made shopping simple by being your one-stop shop for kids, siblings, spouses, grandparents, and anywhere and anyone on your list right now this holiday season. Visit the Bandwagon stores in Cahaba Heights, Homewood, or in Trustful, and of course in Madison, Mississippi as well. Right now, Next Round listeners, it's time to jump on the bandwagon with our friends right there at the Bandwagon. We'll let you get a sample of our interview yesterday with Terion Arnold coming up in a moment. You always get Terion only on our video platforms, never here live on the show. But we wanted to give you a sample of Terion from yesterday in a moment. But a little thing that Little T wanted to do here, we'll call it sustain or not. She's got, how many teams do you have there?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Subtle bird shot
10.
there, the way you count there.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you probably
10.
should count with this finger, not the middle finger. 10 teams that exceeded expectations this year. And we'll discuss whether they can sustain their success or not. Go ahead.
All right, SMU.
Ooh, good year. Rhett Lashley there. Didn't have a horrible day recruiting. They're moving to the ACC. Jay Perry, what do you think? SMU sustain their success?
I just immediately had flashbacks back to Auburn. Wasn't Rhett Lashley there?
Yeah, Rhett Lashley was at Auburn. Yeah, but that.
Hey, they'll stay the course.
Yeah, I think so too. I think SMU will sustain success. I think they will. I think they will fit in nicely to the ACC, and the recruiting there in Texas will help them. I say SMU is going to sustain their success.
All right, Oregon State.
No. They don't have a league. It's going to be hard to recruit. They're going to go down as far as probably play Mountain West or Independent or something, or do a rework Pac-12. So no unsustaining for Oregon State.
Iowa, will they score next year?
Well, Iowa's, another double-digit win season. Kirk Ferentz has been really good, looking for, a more updated, by the way, subtle beer gets. You didn't give me a beer?
Well, you were in the middle of a conversation. I was going to offer everyone, but did not want to interrupt.
Okay.
We have limited talking time. I don't want to interrupt your story.
Okay. I'm going to say Iowa does not sustain their success. Kirk Ferentz, if he continues after this year, in my opinion, they're going to fall behind USC and Oregon and Washington. Michigan and Ohio State, obviously. Wisconsin may come back over them. I think Nebraska's on the come up. So I'm going to say no on Iowa sustaining their success.
Louisville.
That's a tough one. I like Jeff Brom as the hire. I'm going to say Louisville stays close to the top of the ACC. I like them and their place there, and I think Jeff Brom's a great coach.
Okay. Arizona.
Big advantage Arizona going to the Big 12. And I heard Jed Fish in an interview this week, that he basically took over the program when they were 1-11, recruited a bunch of freshmen who this year were a bunch of sophomores. They've all stayed in together. They're trying to rebuild and stay in all there together. He's only lost 3 guys from that class, which is amazing this time of year. So they'll all be juniors this year going to the Big 12. I think they sustain their success. I think they stay an 8-win, 9-win type team.
All right. I'm going to start going a little bit out of order because I have one I want to finish with. But Washington.
Washington will still be good. They won't be as good as they are this year in the Big Ten. I don't think they'll ever be as good as Michigan and Ohio State.
Okay.
I don't think it's a good fit for them in the Big Ten.
Fair enough. Florida State. Now with
if they leave the ACC and go to the Big Ten, I like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got Florida recruiting in the Big Ten.
Right.
If they leave the ACC and go to the SEC,
no, I don't think
they'll get their ass kicked by a lot of teams. So so choose wisely. I say if you're Florida State, stay in the ACC, go to the Big 12, go to the Big 10. You come into the SEC, you're going to lose a lot.
Where do you think they want to SEC?
Well, I think that's a better fit, obviously, right, with the fans.
Yeah.
I think Tallahassee's closer to Auburn than a lot of SEC schools are, right? That's be a short drive for a great rivalry, Auburn and Florida State. But
yeah,
I think this Florida State team would have lost 3 games this year in the SEC.
Well, that's what earlier when I said something about how they would have been in the playoff, everyone was like, well, they wouldn't have won. I'm like,
that's right.
But if they had their record in the SEC,
right. If they'd been unbeaten and had the SEC brand, yes, they would have been in the playoffs, but they wouldn't have been unbeaten.
But what will happen if they stay now? Or can they? They've already...
In the ACC, yeah. They'll try to force them to stay. I don't know.
But that just seems like a rocky situation.
Broken marriage, yeah.
Yeah, very. Missouri.
No way.
No way.
What are they, 10 wins this year?
Yeah.
And now we're bringing in Texas and Oklahoma?
Yeah, and Auburn's on the come up.
Yeah, Auburn's not going to be this bad for much longer. No, I don't think Missouri can sustain it.
Okay, this is what I think is most interesting. Ole Miss.
10 wins again for him. He's got everybody back. They'll be good again next year, but I don't think they get 10 wins again. And no, they can't sustain this success.
You think they'll make the playoff next year?
I'd bet against it.
Really?
Yeah. They get Jackson Dart and all their big players back.
Right.
A couple of good portal guys coming in. Probably getting Walter Nolan if he doesn't pick Oregon, if he didn't pick Oregon already. But no, they can't sustain the success.
So no 12-team playoff.
I don't think they would make the 12-team playoff next year, no.
Okay.
Because Texas is going to still be good next year.
Right.
Alabama's still going to be good next year.
Yeah.
Georgia's still going to be good next year. Carson Beck's back.
He's back.
Oklahoma's good.
Auburn's going to be good next year.
Auburn could be good next year. Tennessee's not going to be bad. LSU's not going to be bad. I mean, the SEC, I think, will get 4 teams in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a lot of people battling for that 4th team. I'll go ahead and book Alabama, Georgia, and Texas in. So I say no.
Okay.
I say no. Sustain or not there today with our little T with a good list of teams right there. Terion Arnold on our show yesterday. Alabama DB corner getting ready for the trip out there. LT had a list for him. If you have not seen this on our platform, you can go back and watch all of our interviews with Terion throughout the year on all of our video platforms. Remember, like and subscribe at Next Round Live, whether you're on Twitter, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on where else? Instagram.
Yeah, there are clips everywhere.
Yeah. Clips everywhere, including TikTok. I don't know why I couldn't think of TikTok as well.
Oh, yeah. Is that what you were looking for?
That was the one I was looking for. Here's Terion Arnold on the show yesterday, presented by our friends at Craneworks. Hey, Terion Arnold is back with us again. Terion, welcome back in. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Before we get to any football talk, a Lank hoodie on. I would imagine sales are fantastic. This is like an NIL super story here because now you can get it at the Superstore on campus. This is a pretty big business venture for you, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Make sure y'all go to the Superstore and get it right now. I got my boy Jay right here. Big Lane.
Hey, it's a great Christmas gift, right? I mean, this is the perfect time to pimp it.
Oh, it definitely is. Hey, man, what you know about pimping, man?
Hey, I might be old, man, but I've been around the block a little bit.
We wrote this. So let's talk about Michigan a little bit, and then LT's got a fun list for you. So you got preparation for them. Tell me one thing you like about that Michigan team when you put their tape in. When you look at their offense, what's one thing you say, man, they do that really well?
They run the ball really, really well. Effective with motion. They do a good job with eye candy, trying to get you to see different pictures, and they change the picture, and they do a very, very good job of running the ball effectively.
Yeah, I'll tell you, back in my day, Deion Sanders, as a great corner, never wanted to come up and make tackles in the run game. He did when he had to, but he made a lot of business decisions. As a guy who plays that kind of lockdown corner, do you enjoy the physicality? You like coming up and playing in the run game?
Oh, I definitely do. Comes from my high school background, playing safety, and just coming downhill, the ferociousness, the tenacity. I try to come downhill, and I really just try to wreak havoc. Like I was telling Caleb Downs, I hit harder than him, so don't let him lie.
Yeah. So, is Caleb in the car? Because I would go.
Yeah, right here.
I'd go with Caleb on this one.
You would go with Caleb. You would go with Caleb because he comes out the middle of the field, so he has time. He has time to gather his speed. I'm coming at corner, getting off blocks. You know, if that was me in the middle, I wouldn't stop. I'll show you signs of Brian Dawkins and Sean Taylor.
Okay.
Wow,
all right.
high bar there.
All right.
Hey, so
Big Lank.
when we talk about Michigan, we talk about their ability to run, their great defense. Nobody really gives number 9, J.J. McCarthy, a lot of credit. You know, when we have insiders on, they talk about that upside from J.J. McCarthy. He's a much better athlete than advertised. When you look at the Michigan quarterback on film, what type of quarterback do you see?
Joe Burrow.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
You feel me? You feel me? When you're playing against somebody, you have to give them the credit they deserve. And JJ, he's a very good athlete. When you look at him on film and things like that, it surprises you how much he actually does run. Like he scrambles, has his eyes down the field. Now obviously he ain't no Jay Mill or nothing like that, but when it comes time to making the right reads, making the right throw, he's a great decision maker, and he's a good athlete.
Okay, before LT gives you the list here, just real quickly, the guys in the car with you, your teammates, do they get a discount? Do they get free gear from Lank? How does that work? I mean, because when you come up and visit us as a friend of the Next Round, we give away, an occasional free T-shirt, free hat. Did the friends get friends benefits on the Lank gear?
They actually do. J Mill and I, we did a presentation to our teammates yesterday. So when people go to the store and they buy merchandise and they go and buy goods, they're actually benefiting our teammates too. So everybody reaps the benefits of it. It's a whole big thing. I mean, obviously the team. We've done a great job of linking all season. We've had a lot of naysayers, and it's a great way that all of us could benefit from that.
Okay, you ready, Terion? Here we go. Very simple. I'm going to just ask you a question, multiple choice. You tell me which one. Because you just told Dunaway you went to the Waysider for breakfast, one meal, City Cafe or the Waysider?
Waysider. I've never been to City Cafe.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Okay, if you could pay to watch one professional athlete, any sport, who would it be?
LeBron James.
Still at this age.
At this age, did you see what he did last night? Come on, man.
Did you see what
they got their asses whipped?
Did you see what? Did you see what John Morant did 2 nights ago? And he's been on the shelf forever.
Hey, John Morant is him. Yeah. He reminds me of like me if I was playing basketball right now.
Yeah. So Caleb Downs is LeBron and you're John Morant.
Okay, it's a
Caleb Downs is not LeBron. Yes, I am. I would say that. Yes, I am. He is third about
He's coming downhill hard like LeBron.
Okay, I know you're a straight shooter. This one is. I need honesty here, Terion. Who's got more speed, Jaden Daniels or Jalen Milroe?
Easy. Jalen Milroe. Jaden Daniels, when I was running next to him, I said, oh, okay, like, I got to strain a little bit. Like, nah, when Jay Milroe run, though, I keep telling y'all never seen him run. Like, he's literally the second fastest on the team. The first is me.
Okay.
Now, the first is probably Kendrick Law, though. I ain't gonna lie. Kendrick Law is probably the fastest on the team.
Hey, can I ask you what you had for breakfast? Because you got a lot of piss and vinegar this morning, man. You're full of yourself.
Man. Hey, look, we got some. It's kind of in here, but like they made elephant pancakes for us.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and I got a whole thing of biscuits right here because I gotta stack up.
Yes.
Okay.
Biscuits runs the ball a lot, so I gotta put on a little weight.
Favorite sports movie of all time?
Love and Basketball.
God, that's interesting. We did a game last week with the Auburn Tigers, and Janai Broom, his favorite sports movie is Love and Basketball. East Coast or West Coast?
Remember the Titans.
Oh, Caleb said his is Remember the Titans. That's a good movie. I like that too.
Okay. East Coast or West Coast?
East. What you mean?
Okay. Well, you were about to head West Coast. I'm just checking.
Nah.
Okay. Most interesting player off the field on this Alabama team?
This is a difficult question.
That is a very difficult question, but I would definitely give it to the other person who wears number 3, Jermaine Burton.
Okay, most famous person in your cell phone?
Please let it be a female.
Most famous person in my cell phone. Hey, that's a hard question. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't connected like that, but I got some people on my phone. I can make some calls.
So it might be Nick Saban though, right?
No.
Okay, just think about that. We'll come back to that. 2 more, okay? 48 Hours in Vegas with Zendaya or Margot Robbie?
Zendaya.
Okay, just checking. And finally, bigger potty mouth, T-Rob or Freddie Roach?
T-Rob.
What's his go-to word?
You can say it.
Yeah, we're not on the air.
Yeah, we're not family friendly.
Yeah, we're an adult show.
If we be honest, this right here. Bad ball, boss. Bad ball, boss. Or he'd be like,
or dead meat, boss.
Dead meat. Like when you hear that,
we'll be watching film and he'll see another team and the receiver will run by the other team and be like, oh, that dude was dead meat.
Dead meat. Like when Caleb be back there doing punt return, we got action, boss. But most famous person in my cell phone, Miss Terry.
Miss Terry, look
there
at
you go.
Team mom. That's always a good way to go. All right, buddy. Thank you. Enjoy Merry Christmas to the whole car. You guys have been fantastic this year. And don't forget, you can go to Terion's social media, get the link gear there. You can go by the soup store, get the link gear there. And you probably can buy it in Pasadena when you get there, Pasadena. Safe travels.
Also buy it in Pasadena, too.
Safe travels. You probably wish you were traveling with us because our travel plans.
Nah, I'm glad I'm with my son right here, man. I love him. I love my son, man, and my other son right here. I love him. See y'all later, man.
We'll be talking to him later on. See you, Terion. That's Terion Arnold with LT and me yesterday. Never usually makes it into the show, but we wanted to give you a sample of just some of the stuff you can get on the platform that you and Forrester curate most of that stuff. Just give everyone a nice sales pitch on where they can find the best stuff that we have to offer up here.
So if you are looking for Auburn content, War Damn Pods, the Village Vice guys, Zach and Brad, their show's there. Roll Tide Pods for the Alabama fans. We have a multitude of shows that that are housed there. And then, as always, the next round.
Yep. And like and subscribe on YouTube. We're closing in on another milestone of followers there. So we appreciate everything you've done for us first couple of years we've been in business, especially here in 2023. We're not here Monday. Obviously, it's Christmas Day. We are back with you with a live show on Tuesday and all next week, including the day we get away. And I think it's next Friday that we're live at the Doghouse Sportsbook in Las Vegas. So we'll be there live next Friday with our full show. And then back at the Doghouse Sportsbook on Wednesday, January the 3rd in Vegas at Resort World, the casino and mall just off the strip there in Vegas. And then we'll have live shows coming up from Los Angeles and Pasadena covering Alabama in the national semifinals coming up at the Rose Bowl. When we come back, we'll do a little Taylor Trash. It could be a T-shirt if Lunsford was here. I grew up as Trailer Trash. Today we get Taylor Trash coming up in our next segment on the show here. We look forward to that and a lot more as we continue on today. Our friends at Storm Restoration Roofing want to remind you that when's the last time you got your roof inspected? If you can't answer that question, maybe it's time for a free, no-cost roof inspection. That's what you get with Storm Restoration Roofing. Greg from Pell City, 205-542-3531, 205-542-3531 for that free no-cost roof inspection. Or look him up on Facebook, Greg from Pell City. By the way, I forgot to do this earlier. He's riding around with his grandkids today. Let me get the names here. Gabby, Liam, June, and Ruby. Gabby, Liam, June, and Ruby. Greg's grandkids. When you got 10 kids, eventually you're going to have a lot of grandkids.
Yeah.
He's got 4 of them with him today. He'll give you that free no-cost roof inspection, A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau, and a lot more. It's Greg from Pell City, Storm Restoration Roofing, 205-542-3531 for that free no-cost roof inspection.
Take the next round anywhere you go with official Next Round gear. Buy yours today at nextround.store.
Ryan Brown here for the next round with a question for you. Are you on the bandwagon yet? Bandwagon wants to invite you to one of their 3 retail locations in Birmingham for all your holiday shopping. Bandwagon has the top brands in sporting goods, athleisure, and lifestyle apparel. You can check your entire family off the list at Bandwagon with brands like Task, Bird Dog, and Varley, plus the best in sports equipment. Visit the Bandwagon locations in Cahaba Heights, Homewood, and Trussville, or online, bandwagonsports.com. Next round listeners, it's time to jump on the bandwagon.
Want more of the show? Download the app or visit nextroundlive.com for the latest podcast, The Mystery Fifth Hour, our Not For All Ages podcast, The Last Call, and the entire Double Down Media podcast family. All at nextroundlive.com and on the Next Round app.
Hey, if you're looking for Birmingham's best pizza, you need to stop in and see our friends at Slice Pizza and Brew. It's as local as you can get, from the ingredients that go into every pizza to the beer on tap. For a great lunch or dinner, go see our friends today, Vestavia or Lakeview at Slice.
This holiday season, help feed families in need by donating at your local Piggly Wiggly. With your donation, Piggly Wiggly and Coca-Cola will provide free packaged holiday meals through the Community Food Bank of Central Alabama. Look to make your donations of $1, $5, or $10 at the register inside your local Piggly Wiggly. Visit thepigbham.com or mypigglywiggly.com for the location nearest you. Enjoy the real magic of the season.
Sunbelt champion Troy meets Duke in the 76 Birmingham Bowl on December 23rd at Protective Stadium. Tickets are on sale now, starting at just $30. The pregame festivities kick off December 22nd at the Bud Light Fan Fest Pep Rally at Uptown with live music, team pep rallies, and everything else you need to get in the game day spirit. This season, fill your holidays with good cheer. Get tickets and more information at birminghambowl.com.
Tom Luganville here for Jack's Western and Outdoor Wear. For great holiday shopping for the whole family, this place is a must. Jack's carries all the name brands in boots, hats, and apparel, including the Kynes Ranch brand, as seen on Yellowstone. You might not look like Kevin Costner, but you can dress like him. Jack's also has the only Ariat shop within a shop in the state of Alabama. Come see us every Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Sundays from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Just look for the big red building off I-65, exit 304 in Coleman.
IV therapy, B12 injections, cryotherapy, and compression therapy all under one roof. It's our friends at Hydra Live Therapy. IV therapy treatments are packed with nutrients to increase energy, reduce stress and anxiety, and boost your immune system, and more. If you mention the next round at checkout, save 20% off any service. You can join the IV League today. Members are rewarded with deep discounts. Make sure you ask about that. Hydra Life Therapy open 7 days a week. Homewood, Tuscaloosa, and coming soon to Greystone.
I'll tell you live on the air here, man. You didn't have Kaylee your whole life, so don't forget where you came from. You got to remember who you are. Yeah. Hey, our friends at Coca-Cola helping give back this holiday season. I gave you that stat earlier. Does that surprise you? 63% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck.
No, I did not know that, and that is surprising. Very.
Hey, it is a reality in the world. So that means there are some people right now who suffered some setback this holiday season in 2023, and maybe they don't know where their next meal's coming from. That's what our friends at Coca-Cola are trying to at least help them for a short period of time. Teamed up with our friends at Piggly Wiggly and the fine folks at the Community Food Bank of Central Alabama. You can make your donation, and when you're going to buy your Christmas meals or your New Year meals, the great black-eyed peas and greens you need on New Year's Day at the Piggly Wiggly. You can donate $1, $5, $10, or whatever you want at the register. And it all goes to the Community Food Bank of Central Alabama. Visit thepigbham.com, thepigbham.com, or mypigglywiggly.com for the location nearest you. Enjoy the real magic of the season with our friends at Piggly Wiggly and Coca-Cola. Thank you guys for helping us out so much. It is time for trash today. Usually that's LT's job. Occasionally Emily Grace does it. How many times have you done trash?
I don't know, a few.
Have you done it a couple times?
I have.
All right. It's another edition of what we like to call Taylor Trash, brought to you by our friends at Mortgage Right. Hit the big button, Tyler.
I'm here with the winner, Derek Lewis. Derek, why'd you take your pants off? My balls was hot. I understand.
LT's Trash is presented by Mortgage Right. Mortgages done the right way.
Absolutely. Our friends at Mortgage Right there. Mortgages done the right way. MortgageRight.com/TNR. MortgageRight.com/TNR. Housing market's about to rally in 2024. You want a professional on your side to make sure you're getting the best deal out there. It'll change a lot in 2024. Make sure you go to MortgageRight.com/TNR. Great, trustworthy guys, not just in the state of Alabama, all over the country with our friends at MortgageRight.com/TNR. What do you have for us, Taylor?
We are starting out in Portland, Oregon with a grenade-like dog poop bag dispenser that caused a scare at a middle school.
Let me know if you got pictures, Tyler. So this is a grenade launcher, what now?
A grenade-like dog poop bag dispenser. And
that does look like a grenade, yes.
Yeah, very, very much so. And it caused issues at Patton Middle School on Monday. And the police department showed up and stated on social media that they responded to a grass field near the middle school's track at 10:35 a.m. for a potential hand grenade on the school's grounds.
I would definitely call 911 if I saw that.
But I don't understand why someone would. What's the point? What's the point of this?
I don't know, but it seems like we shouldn't. I mean, I know a lot of them, not all of them are, what's the word I'm looking for? They can't be detonated anymore.
Grenades?
Yeah, I'm just saying that they've taken the bang out of them. Yeah, they're dummies, right? Or they're now props. They have no explosives left in them. But a lot of them are sold at U.S. Army stores and thrift stores all over the country. That's a bad look. It can get you in trouble, as in this case.
Yeah, out of middle school. And the Oregon State Police bomb squad showed up. The statement was that all of the students were secured inside the school by middle school staff during the investigation, and after immediately securing the area, officers started communicating with the bomb squad personnel. And after taking close-up photos of the suspected grenade with the department's drone, officers confirmed that there was no danger. So they got a drone out there to do the work.
Anytime you have to respond, it costs a lot of money to bring out the bomb squad, the drones, the fire department, the police department.
So I wonder who's the culprit?
Yeah.
Who thought this was a good idea?
And does it dispense poopy bags? Is that what it does for the dogs?
No, I think it dispenses clean bags.
Okay.
That you then use.
All right.
Doesn't
seem like it'd be a lot of bags in there. But
Well,
I see what we're doing there. Pulls off the side.
I guess so. There's none anymore because I'm guessing it has been confiscated from whoever
Bad idea.
owned this.
Oh, you got to throw harder than that.
Yeah, next time.
Yep.
Hospital staff gets baked potato as a Christmas bonus.
Wait,
from
what?
work.
That's the bonus?
Yes, this is their bonus. It says, whether by throwing a Christmas batch or handing out extra cash, businesses around the world are broadly expected to offer their dedicated staff a festive token of their appreciation. And who deserves more recognition than workers who keep our healthcare systems afloat? Yet the senior management team at one hospital decided that rather than boost their staff's pay or treat them to a slap-up meal, they would provide them with potatoes.
Not even a good-looking baked potato, is it?
No. And
like my lunchroom baked potato was better than that in high school.
yeah, and it looks tiny.
Now, I went to a country high school. You went to Vestavia. Vestavia.
Yeah.
Vestavia. Did y'all have a baked potato bar?
I always packed my lunch. So I can't answer that question.
So you don't know what the normal kids had in the lunchroom?
I was a normal kid in the lunchroom.
Did y'all have cafeteria workers?
Yes.
Did they ever serve slaw?
I don't know. I know that they had these things called Italian dunkers that everyone loved. And they were cheese sticks. Italian dunkers?
Oh, yeah.
Did you go to Vestavia too?
No, I went to Chelsea, but we still had Italian dunkers.
Italian dunkers are...
Shelby County had like a county-wide lunch menu.
Okay, so he might be able to tell you about the baked potatoes.
Did your old ladies in the lunchroom wear hairnets?
Hairnets, yes.
Yeah, ours did too.
Yeah.
And my lady would say, "You want some slaw with that?" All the time. You want some slaw with that? And
Did you get it?
Always, no, ma'am. Never on the slaw. That's what I said every day. You want some slaw with that? No, ma'am. It's chili. I don't want slaw with that.
It's chili.
Yeah.
So someone brought this to social media, and the
I
person
want to know
calls
what the Italian dunker is first. Before
it's basically a mozzarella. Or no, it's not. It's a cheese stick.
Is that what it was?
It's like a mozzarella, not a mozzarella
It's
stick.
not fried.
It's not fried. It's more like a baked mozzarella stick, and you get a little side of marinara sauce.
Yeah.
So you guys are so rich you had appetizers? Or
No.
was that part of your meal?
It was just they just had a bunch of random
Chelsea.
stuff.
Watch who you're calling rich.
Yeah.
I think they just had. I've eaten those before. I don't know I don't think it was an appetizer. They didn't serve us 4 courses.
Maggie Dunaway, my daughter, anytime there's cheese sticks available or whatever they're called, cheese logs or the mozzarella
Logs?
sticks.
Cheese logs.
They're every time. I'm not a big fan of just cheese. And I hate the marinara sauce. I'm not a fan.
Okay.
I don't like calamari either.
That is so random. From cheese to why? Because it's chewy.
Well, it's the same sauce taste. Whatever that taste is, that's the mozzarella sticks. The calamari is sort of breaded the same way in the same sauce.
Oh,
Not
you could
good.
probably eat it without the sauce if you wanted.
Yeah. Rubbery, no good.
Yeah, those are calamari.
I'd rather go raw oysters than I would calamari.
Oh, I love an oyster.
Yeah. Oyster with a beer?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have them with me. I just meant, do you drink beer with your oysters?
Oh.
How awesome would it have been if I'd
Here,
gone,
look.
Oh, is this the Italian dunker?
Yeah.
That is just
Kind
cheesy
of.
bread.
Kind of. Ours were closed at the top. So it was like a, I guess it wasn't a sandwich.
Okay,
but
this isn't like mozzarella sticks at all. This is
No, it's not fried.
This is cheesy bread.
Well, ours were more like Hot Pockets
Yes.
almost with the cheese inside.
I would eat the crap out of that all the time.
Yeah. Italian. Welcome to Italian Dunkers.
Yeah, it's like garlic bread with cheese on top. That's fantastic. I'd eat that. I wouldn't dip it into that yucky stuff, but I would eat the crap
Do you
out
like
of that.
pizza?
I do.
So-
I like it with less sauce.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back to this potato bar. Amanda B exposed the hospital on Twitter and explained dejectedly, my work is doing a potato bar as our Christmas bonus. I'm literally getting a hospital potato as a bonus. They also
it's not even like from a good restaurant.
No.
It's from the cafeteria.
Yeah.
That's not a bonus.
It's not catered.
That's not a bonus.
They also, which I don't know why they would tell this, but they also said it has a $15 value, so it will be taxed on our next paycheck. Does anyone need an assistant so I can just quit right now? Still, in the defense of her.
So wait, they're going to tax the $15 bonus for them.
Yeah.
The potato.
Yeah. That thing's worth $15, so it is now also taxed on their next paycheck. But this is worse. Still, in defense of her employer, Amanda admitted that the humble spud was an improvement on the previous year's gift, a 30-minute video conference with the leadership team. That's a punishment.
Yeah, so's that potato.
That's a punishment.
And there's a good chance that my insurance, it would be out of
Pocket.
out of pocket. Wouldn't be part of my HMO.
I wonder if she got fired.
She probably quit.
Yeah, or quit. She did say that she was like, if anyone needs an assistant, she's available. Vancouver senior citizen.
Were you listening yesterday when Emily Grace called it
Yosemite or whatever? Yes.
Instead of Yosemite?
Yes, she walked in there, or I didn't hear it live, but I heard it after the fact, and she walked in there right after, and she's like, I am never going to hear the end of this.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, probably not.
We've got a T-shirt we're working on.
Poor girl. Someone brought it up in the chat room earlier, and I was like, don't do that to her when she's not here to defend herself.
I used to call, back when Kaylee was in town and Brown and I were together, before LT and I started on AM 690, it's hyperbole.
Yeah.
But Brown's the one that taught me that it was hyperbole, because when I would come across that word as a sportscaster, I always thought like, man, they're really pumping this game up. There's a lot of hyperbole around this game. And I was like, hyperbole. And then one day on the air, I was like, man, Auburn's about to play Florida State. The hyperbole around this one is unbelievable.
Can we find this?
He was like, you mean hyperbole? And I was like,
or that.
Tomato, however you want to say it. For me, it's hyperbole, man.
I want to find a clip of this.
So that's why I didn't laugh too hard at Yosemite yesterday.
You've been there.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, I've never been to Yosemite, but I've been to hyperbole.
You've been to a lot of those.
Yes, I have.
Okay, Vancouver senior citizen fends off nude home intruder with a shovel. Vancouver police.
I have an alibi.
Vancouver police say a 72-year-old woman used a shovel to fend off a naked man who allegedly broke into her house with a pointed metal rod.
Yeah, I bet.
The Vancouver Police Department says that it happened just before 9:30 p.m. in the area of Canby Street and West 41st Avenue. The man was swinging the rod at the woman throughout the encounter.
Check, been there.
Check. She got a shovel that was nearby to protect herself and basically chased him out of the house and cornered him until the officers arrived. Thankfully, some astute neighbors heard the commotion. They called 911, who arrived and were able to arrest him, take him to jail, and the charges have been approved. The Vancouver Police Department does not recommend people go toe-to-toe with potentially violent criminals, but she is applauding the woman's actions in this case. We never recommend that, but we're not going to stop someone from protecting their home. At that point, she was probably thinking she needed to fight for her life. Kudos to her. It was pretty badass, I would say.
Yeah, I would too. I don't understand people that run around naked.
I have a feeling he was probably on a few substances, if I had to guess. But
I'm okay with naked on the beach, naked in the pool, naked in your house, but going into somebody else's house or running around the neighborhood naked makes no sense.
You're scaring kids.
Yep.
It's not a good situation.
Yep. Not good naked there. I was in Austin.
Oh gosh.
With Maggie, and we were leaving a food truck area for dinner, and we got stopped by police. So it was an organized event, and I think it's the world's largest naked bike ride that was riding by. And I just cannot imagine a more miserable thing to do naked than ride a bike.
And like who participates? Do they send out an e-bike?
It was men. It was men and women. And like when I ride a bike, like if I go to Oak Mountain and ride a bike, I almost was a biker, like this close. And like I had the shorts I bought just to try it out, like the shorts, but it had like a pad in the butt because I don't have a butt, and it had a big pad in the butt to help you on the seat. I can't imagine riding the bike for any. They rode through the entire downtown of Austin, a lengthy distance.
Is that legal?
They had a permit, and it was a naked. I got pictures I can show you. It was a naked bike ride, but the seat was. There's no way.
Why?
No way.
Were they doing it for a cause?
I think it's an annual thing in Austin. I think Austin City, the saying is "Stay weird, Austin," or something like "Keep it weird."
Austin weird.
Keep Austin weird.
But like, you don't have to keep Austin naked. There are probably children. Like that's what I keep thinking about. Is like, what about the kids?
You know, I really think there were kids on the back of a couple of these bikes with mom and dad.
And they were also naked?
The kids were not naked. No.
That is wrong.
Yeah.
And they should leave their kids with a babysitter.
Maybe so.
Yeah, definitely so. That is traumatizing.
There was one couple they were on the bike built for two, riding that way.
So you really remember?
Yeah, we couldn't cross the street and get back to our car until they were all done.
What a show!
It was at night, so the guys they had their biking shoes on, their biking socks on, nothing else. Biking helmet because you got to be safe.
Yeah.
Because God knows if you fall, the one thing I'm worried about is cracking my head.
Right.
Other things I'd be worried about cracking, and they had little lights on their helmet.
So, okay, well, yeah, they don't want anyone to miss it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the next one we have pictures for, Tyler.
Okay.
And it is the best tacky Christmas sweaters.
All right. We did ours last week. This is, let me just guess, this is, do you have names for these?
No.
Okay, this is Rudolph throwing up. This is Rudolph on the day after Christmas when he gets back and they start hitting the eggnog.
Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah, that's...
and he's pooping. It's coming out both ends. I didn't see the second one.
Yeah.
So it's a his and hers.
Yeah.
So it's stomach virus Rudolph is what that is.
Yeah.
Wow. Go Jesus. It's your birthday. Breakdancing Jesus. Maggie would not let me buy the birthday boy Jesus blowing out his own candle on his birthday. That was going to be she didn't think it was appropriate.
I thought the other one. What was the other one that you were going to get?
Santa winking, saying, if you don't think I'm real, ask your mom.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. That one was funny.
Yeah, she didn't want me to get that one either.
Maybe next year.
This is Partridge in a Hair Tree. Oh,
who comes up with this?
See, that's cut out. That's his real hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure is.
That is not good.
He could have got one of those birds from the parking lot out here.
There's another Jesus birthday boy. He's got his little balloon. Oh, no.
Oh. That looks comfortable.
Yeah, first off, that guy gives me the creeps.
Look at his eyebrow.
Yeah. I can't do that. Can you? Nope.
Am I doing it?
Nope. Am I doing it? No, you can't do it either. I can't make one go up. Oh, no.
Wow.
That's a little much.
That is. That reminds me of you having to stand in your Barbie box all day.
Yeah.
Imagine having to.
Yeah.
Or Ken box.
Thank you. It was a Ken box. Thank you, J. Pear. Yep. That's a lot of tinsel.
I'm not a fan of that.
That would be
one.
impressive if the fire was real now.
That would probably end.
It would take
quickly.
a little ingenuity, but that would be good.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's all.
That's it.
All right. That's Trash Today, brought to you by our friends at Mortgage Right. See if you can hit it. Give it a good, good throw.
I need to ball it up better.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe next time.
If you were the quarterback at Auburn, would Hugh Freeze hit the portal?
Continue.
Yeah, Mortgage Right. They bring you trash every day. We appreciate them so much. Again, the housing market is going to be fantastic in 2024. You'll want our friends at Mortgage Right to help you out. MortgageRight.com/TNR. Have the pros on your side. MortgageRight.com/TNR. One more segment to go. We'll pick our final four games on our Little T and JD Challenge. And you'll also hear from Steve Sarkisian, who has a little thought about his Texas team heading to the playoffs. All that coming up in the final segment this hour, brought to you by our friends at Champy's Chicken, champyschicken.com, Highway 119 in Alabaster, the best place for tamales, Mississippi Delta recipe tamales. It's our friends at Champy's, champyschicken.com.
Call the next round now at 205-734-0923.
Stop unwanted guests. Save $50 from our friends at Wayne's right now. Call 866-WAYNES-1 this holiday season. Give the gift of peace and security to your home and family with a $50 off recurring Wayne's Pest Control services. Keep your celebrations joyful and free of unwanted critters this holiday and beyond. At Wayne's Pest Control, we don't just promise short-term fixes. We promise year-round protection for your home, keeping your family, children, and pets safe. Again, call 866-WAYNES-1 today. That's 866-WAYNES-1.
The wait is over. Tonali has arrived. Beautifully distinctive Italian styling and performance. Come test drive the all-new 2024 Alfa Romeo Tonali plug-in hybrid at Alfa Romeo of Birmingham. The all-new Tonali offers best-in-class horsepower and torque, fastest 0 to 60 times in its class, plus best-in-class range with full electric charge. And best of all, qualified Tonali leasees are eligible for up to $7,500 EV tax credit factored into your lease. Hurry down to Alfa Romeo of Birmingham and experience the all-new Tonali.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, you're in the red zone for every college rivalry and divisional matchup all season long. I mean, where else are the scenic views as good as your view of the game? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Hey, Lance Taylor from the next round. You've heard me for years talk about our friends at Bromberg's Jewelers, and we welcome you to stop by and see that great customer service at the Mountain Brook and Summit locations. But we'd also love for you to check out their new online shop. They've got plenty to choose from. Great gifts, big and small. Available online, they've got David Yurman, Tudor watches, select diamond and gemstone jewelry, William Henry, seasonal and favorite giftware items and baby gifts as well. They've even got an online sale section. For more information, brombergs.com.
Want more of The Next Round? Download the app or visit nextroundlive.com for the latest podcast. The Mystery Fifth Hour, our Not For All Ages podcast, The Last Call, and the entire Double Down Media podcast family. All at nextroundlive.com and on the Next Round app.
A legendary coach once said, "It's not the will to win that matters, it's the will to prepare to win." Bryant bankers have the dedication and experience to put together a financial game plan that's right for you. Stop by one of the 7 Central Alabama locations today or give them a call at 1-855-4-BRYANT to begin preparing for your financial future today. You'll find out what unbeatable service and legendary results are all about. Bryant Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? It's too bad you can't taste it with your ears because this Coke Zero Sugar is really amazing. You'll have to take a taste for yourself. Coke Zero Sugar, best Coke ever?
Start your day online with our website, nextroundlive.com, for the latest videos, podcasts, and college football stories. It's also a great way to stream the show or shop in the Next Round store. Stay connected by visiting nextroundlive.com.
On the Next Round, final segment here, show being brought to you in part by our friends at Alabama Power. Alabama Power right there with their new app, redesigned to put the power in your hand. Whether it's Android or Apple Store, you can download the app right now, manage your account, set up payment plans, check your usage. Like, do you know how much power you use at your house?
I actually use that app.
Do you really?
Yep. I get an email every day telling me how much.
That you're using?
Yep.
Try leaving your 4 TVs on all football Saturday.
I'm probably not going to try that out.
Cranks it up a little bit.
I bet it does.
But you can manage it all right there. And plus, my favorite part, when there's a storm that blows through, find out when your power is coming back on. alabamapower.com/mobile app. alabamapower.com/mobile app. And also our friends at New York Butcher Shop this holiday season. Always great to go by and get great sides. They got pre-prepared meals, great sandwiches for lunch. 2 great locations in Cahaba Heights and right there on Highway 280 and 119. Our friends at New York Butcher Shop, best in meats and everything as well. It's New York Butcher Shop. Thank them so much. You got something on New York Butcher? Nope.
No, but I do love that place.
You look like you were going to New York Butcher Shop me there.
No, I'm trying to figure out what games I'm going to pick.
It's your pick.
I know.
We got 4 more. Take a pick. Again, we're paying this off. How are we doing this? It's Woodhouse Day Spa.
Yeah. Unless
loser buys the winner a massage or whatever other treatment. We'll just make it what, $100 gift card?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, $100 gift card. So
Okay,
it's a
let me get
$100
my
bet.
pen.
Your pick again.
Okay. What do I have left?
You have 4 games. Your choice of any of the 4.
Shoot. I kind of want you to go first because I feel like you could help. Like, you go first.
Oh wait, I'm making bad picks that I give you winners. You're saying?
Well, no, I've gone through all the ones that I had done my research on.
I'm going to take San Jose State.
Okay.
And give you 10.5 points with Coastal Carolina.
Oh, Michael said that you could send me to Santorini.
Like Italy?
Greece?
Yeah.
That seems fair, right?
World Geography for 200?
I would not complain about that.
Oh, we could send you to Santorini. That's for your honeymoon. You're not getting married. Santorini may not even exist by the time you get married.
Yeah, that's not anytime soon. Can we do totals?
No.
The only information I have is what
Portia,
Furman
what
said.
is happening here? What is happening, Portia? Can we do totals?
Taylor's trying to go off script here.
Can we do player props? No, come on.
Yeah, can we do player props?
Just a straight pick 'em here.
Oof. Okay, I'm switching up our color coordination here.
Okay, so who'd you take? Eastern Michigan. You're taking the 17.5 points. That's a good play by you.
Yeah,
I like that.
That seems safe.
You want to make the next pick, or you want the one that's left over?
I'll take the leftover. You can go.
See, everybody's going to say I'm bullying you if I win this, though, right?
Why would you be bullying me?
That's what I say. I'm going to take.
I don't think anyone's going to say that.
I'm going to take Utah. Give you 6.5 points.
Okay.
So you get the last pick. Either
Yeah.
Utah State or Georgia State.
And this is like I need to.
Help them.
Can someone in the chat room tell me?
We'll put this down. Utah State minus 1.5 or Georgia State. Let Taylor know who she should pick on the last one.
This will help send me to Santorini.
On your honeymoon in 2045. 2045. She called it there. Let's put that on docket. All right.
What?
So if you would, Tyler, give me cut number 6. Steve Sarkisian this week, talking about his team getting ready to play Washington in New Orleans in the other semifinal game, not Alabama and Michigan. Sark was asked about Malik Murphy and other guys leaving the program before the playoffs start. Here's Sark.
You know, it's different if we were just in a bowl game, and I hate saying just a bowl game, but I understand when you're in a bowl game, we're playing for a championship, and for these guys to feel like they're put in that position to, I need to get in the portal to solidify a spot. That's a little concerning and a little disappointing, knowing we're trying to preach commitment, right, and something that's a life value for them moving forward. In the end, hey, when I go out to practice today, that's the team that we got, and we're going to field the best team that we have and put our players in the best position to be successful, whether they're a frontline starter and or a backup. Arch is the backup for this game. He's more than capable of playing really good football for us. I think the opportunity that he had to play here against Tech showed what he's capable of, and we'll get him prepared to play. I joke with him the other day. It's like, you're not really a freshman anymore. This is your sophomore year now, okay? And so what would it look like going into your sophomore year and preparing you to play? And that's what we're doing.
Yeah, Steve Sarkisian there. It's a tough situation. We appreciate you all being with us here on this holiday weekend starting off, and Brown and LT getting an early start with their families, and we appreciate having the opportunity to do that so much. But let's share a little bit of Christmas cheer, pictures past, and maybe some gifts past. I don't know how you guys ended up doing it. Let's go with Little T's first, and then Forrester. Tyler, did you put anything together as well?
Yes, I sent mine to Scott.
Let's just go in order here. Let's go Taylor first. Taylor, tell us what we're looking at here. The little family Christmas here. So
I can't really remember what I received as gifts as a child. So I just found pictures. There are some in some of these. I think, do I have a dog in my hand in that?
You have a
stuffed animal.
Stuffed animal dog. So you're the little girl on the left in that picture.
Yes, and that's my brother and sister. I think that I got those because my mom does not like she doesn't want a dog. She doesn't want hair all over the house. So I think that they would feed me these stuffed animals. They're like, we're not getting you a dog, but here's a stuffed animal from Toys R Us.
So to this day, you still don't have a dog?
Nope. Never have.
You've never owned a dog?
Which I do. I get it to an extent because my brother traveled for sports. My sister traveled for cheerleading competitions. I traveled. So most weekends, my dad was with one of us, my mom was with one of us, and we weren't home. So we would have had to board it all the time.
That's basically Forrester's life right now.
Yeah.
Is somewhere.
Right.
All right. What's next here?
Oh, okay. This is a game. Pretty Pretty Princess. Did y'all ever play that? Or do you know what that is? That board game?
Forrester, did you ever play Pretty Pretty Princess?
I can't say that I did. Did you, Jim?
I did not ever play Pretty Pretty Princess. How do you play that?
I think you just spin a thing and you get to pick a piece of jewelry and then you put it on.
It's a real game?
That's what I'm wearing. Yeah.
Okay.
My cousin owned it.
Your cousin owned it?
You know what I'm talking about. I don't remember how it goes, but
I don't either.
you basically
I didn't
just
play.
get to dress up. That's what I was doing. That's why I have a tiara on, I guess.
Do you pick TR? If you get to pick, you...
I think you win.
Yeah.
Jim played it after he baked.
Not baked.
Okay, look at me in this picture. I don't know where this is, but look, I'm in my dad's arms. First off, I'm wearing the shoes that my dad wears to work, it looks like. And second off, like what's going on there?
Well, they caught you in mid-blink, it looks like.
I look like, I don't know. That is a scary picture. I mean, it's funny, but I asked my mom, I was like, what shoes did you have on my feet? She's like, oh, just some cute little loafers. I was like, oh, this.
Like, you've got normal sized cheeks now.
Oh.
But like your cheeks were the size they are now on a 5-year-old.
No, I think
you have 20-year-old cheeks when you were 5.
I can't remember if I sent it or not, but there's a picture where my cheeks are, I had very chubby cheeks as a baby.
If you were in my family, those cheeks would have been kissed or pinched by grandparents. I don't know how your grandparents were. My grandparents were always pinching your cheek all the time. It was,
I don't know if they did that to me.
Yeah.
They may have. Okay, swing set. That's
swing
a Christmas.
set.
That's a Christmas thing. I look
So
happy
you got
there.
that for Christmas?
I think that's at my cousin's or my cousin's house. That's my dad's cousin in the back. That's not at my home. But Forrester, did I send the picture of I'm sitting on a little truck thing, and I think that's when my cheeks were that will be the best representation of what I looked like as a baby.
Yeah.
No, I didn't send it. I'll tweet it later.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. You have a great memory for Christmas.
Oh, there's one more.
I got a bike or a scooter.
You got a little scooter.
Yeah. That was a good gift. I probably enjoyed that.
Look at that dress.
Yeah, and I don't know why I look so like unhappy and startled in most of these.
Well,
I didn't like
the chat room
pictures.
said Auburn probably had just lost a bowl game.
Probably the Birmingham Bowl.
Scott, what do you have for us, man? Walk us through yours.
So, like Taylor, I have very little recollection of anything that I got as a kid.
I can't believe y'all's memories are so bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm remembering back in the 1700s, it seems like.
So apparently, I got a tricycle one time. check out the tidy whities.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my damn pants off and ride this tricycle around. the house.
Around Dallas or wherever Austin.
That's right. You're getting ready for the Austin naked bike ride. That is fantastic.
Shout out to my mom who got a late night text from me. That, hey, can you hook me up with some old Christmas pictures?
Oh, I sat at my parents' house for an hour yesterday. I couldn't stop once I started opening albums.
What else you got?
I got a telescope apparently in 1986.
You don't remember this?
No, not
I mean,
at all.
you're old enough to remember you got a telescope here.
I do remember. So the Auburn pennant on the couch back there.
Right.
I do remember having that on my wall.
Probably because you had it on your wall in high school. Probably you probably kept it there.
Were you into space?
No.
Could you see
You just
anything
wanted
other
a telescope.
Could you see anything other than the moon with that telescope?
I don't think the magnification was too great in that one.
The date though is exactly Christmas Day, 1986. Look at that.
That's crazy.
America was great then. I was in college.
War Eagle Forrester.
Yeah, check that shirt.
Yeah, that's a legit
awesome.
shirt.
I'd wear that shirt right now.
Lincoln would
Maybe
look
not
so
that
cute in that
size.
shirt.
Yep. I love the stripes on the arms like that too.
I do
love
too.
jerseys that have that.
Yeah, So that's me with a He-Man toy there. My little sister, Brian, tearing into something behind me.
Yep. Anything else?
Yeah. Got a little monster truck action there.
I like that. I like that.
The bowl cut. My brother used to rock one of those.
Which does either one of your kids look like you think?
Yeah, I've been told that both of them
Both of them a little bit, especially in the eye department.
Yep.
They've got your eyes.
That's
a good thing, too. You got good eyes.
Thank you,
John. You're welcome.
A little uncomfortable.
Awkwardly. Yep. Any more?
Last one.
Oh, not the hat.
Yeah.
What are those called?
Pretty sweet beret there.
Beret.
All right, Tyler, walk us through yours really quick, man. We got about a minute. I'm so sorry. I put you against the wall.
It's all good. So I don't have any Christmas pictures with me in them. So it's a lot of stock photos and Amazon pictures for me.
Okay. PlayStation 2?
Yes. I was waiting for it to pop up. Yeah, I got that when I was 6 years old. Greatest gift ever. So many games were great. Sly Cooper, all the SpongeBob games.
Yep.
Kept me entertained forever.
Me too. I was the first one I got. Oh,
how did I forget about a DS?
DS. It was DS.
Yes.
PictoChat.
Oh, PictoChat was legendary. And then going home on the bus every day, and one kid would buy Mario Kart, and then everybody could play.
Oh, are you serious?
Yep.
My son.
PictoChat. And you could have dogs on there.
Yeah. Nintendogs was great.
Nintendogs.
And
my son
Soul
was
Silver was my favorite.
My son is a brilliant mind, and his life changed when I bought him that. He became a video guy instead of a reader. He stopped reading the moment I gave him that.
The Nintendo
I
DS.
did too, so I understand.
What is this? Oh, it's the Sony PlayStation. Another one?
Oh, yep. PlayStation 3.
Upgrade.
Yep. I upgraded and never looked back. The graphics got so good, and I spent an ungodly amount of time playing Skyrim and GTA and everything else on that.
You got one more, or is that it?
I think I got
two more. Okay, CR7 cleats.
Oh, yes. You might remember these little
Soccer cleats.
The Cristiano Ronaldo cleats that Nike made. They were huge back then.
Okay, one more. Oh, and then
I like those.
Yes, Jordan 1s. This was a Santa present from last year.
Last year?
Yes. I stay on the nice list, Jim. I keep getting presents.
I'm working with babies. Make your final pick. We got 15 seconds.
Everyone in the chat room is telling me Georgia State, but I'm going Utah State because I just read that they are 9-0 straight up win favored.
Hurry up. Make the pick.
It's picked.
There's the board. We'll send it out on our social platform. Have a Merry Christmas, everybody. Until next time, God bless you. God bless America.